Alright. A sip of water. I don't know why it feels so weird only having you two here.
I
Alright,
mean, I could leave.
No, please. We are
Special
going to get started with you, Weston McElroy.
Oh, Frank.
It's cute. Like,
Alright. Well, let's see. You don't have to mute if you don't want to, but that's fine.
no, so that if I fart really loudly, it doesn't break up the tension.
Okay. Then maybe you should mute. Alright. Weston, over the last week or so, you've been getting a lot of messages from an old friend of yours, Hawkins, or Bladstell Hawkins. Over this time, he has more or less requested your assistance, and through very invoices, you came to terms, and you were in the process of heading to meet up with him and his, what he calls his group that he's lead in charge of. You're traveling from Port Crevice, going towards the ruins of Maplewood, as you were told to do so, when suddenly on the Maplewood's Road, about 2 days ago, you ran into a caravan. This was a caravan full of slavers, and you'd realized that they had captured a young girl. And very simply, as in your nature, you ended up raiding the caravan and you took off with this child. You'd learn that her name is Vanna Ambrio. She's a 13-year-old human girl from a very prominent family. The slavers for the last 2 days have been very hot on your tail, something that slavers usually have a hard time with, but these ones are extremely persistent. You just cannot seem to lose them, and they outnumber you. You cannot really fight them properly either. So far, you managed to make a decent amount of distance, and throughout the last night, you managed to send another message to Hawkins asking for assistance. Currently, you're in the process of going south, and you know Hawkins and his team is in the process of coming north. The goal is to meet up on the road, get rid of the ones tailing you, and then, well, from there, figure it out. The last 2 days of traveling have been extremely rough for you. By yourself, maybe it would be fine, but unable to rest very long from the hot pursuit of the slavers, having to tote around this young girl who's exhausted and very wary. You've also had to avoid countless people walking the roads, most of which being guards and other official members of the government from the recent attack on Maplewood. And currently you find yourself on kind of a side road of the Maplewoods. You have been traveling for a while, and you get off the first main road, and you're kind of taking a side road you know of. And as you're walking, for the first time in quite some time, you've noticed someone ahead of you. There's currently the young girl, I believe you guys can see yourselves. The young girl, Vanna, is currently on your back. Mister, I'm getting hungry.
Yes, little lady. Well, I suppose you could have some of this. I'll split, I do have some rations on me. So I figured I would, split probably some jerky.
Can you feed me?
Like by hand, or, can you...
I'd like to have a fork.
I'm afraid we're living in poverty right now. You gotta use your hands.
What's poverty, mister?
Hopefully something you'll never have to experience again. Here, take one of these.
Her small hand reaches out. It's rather dirty. There's a couple bruises on there from when she was captured. What is this?
It's jerky. I don't
Jerky?
remember what kind, but it's meat.
I like meat. Ah!
It's
Why
a
is it
little
so
hard.
hard?
You're gonna have to bite down and pull it off, and it'll taste good. Don't worry.
Thanks, mister. As you travel, up ahead, You see there's quite a few branches over the road, or lawns, or trees have fallen and no one's been around to clean them up. However, even more so beyond that, you see a figure crouched down behind one of the branches. As you round the corner, you're taken aback by this figure, currently crouched down. You can tell from a distance that they're wearing a long black dress with these white accents and a white undershirt. But they're currently looking away from you. All you can see, besides that, are these two large feline ears that are currently twitching on the top of their head. They seem to be looking down. They're talking aloud. You can't tell what they're saying. But as you look at it closer, you realize that they're talking to what seems to be a small family of badgers. As faintly you can hear the badgers.
Oh my god, Mundle's wife.
It seems almost like they're just having a conversation.
I'm gonna walk up.
So you said
probably to about
yes.
here.
So you said it should be over here somewhere, but you've lost it. You know, losing things isn't any good.
Are you okay?
You see the ears kind of twitch. As she stands straight up, not looking at you, she stands straight up looking at this wall, and then just kind of turns her head slowly towards you. You see these large, unblinking amber eyes, almost like they pierce into you. You're not the bird I'm looking for. Who is she, mister? She's scary.
No worries, Lana. Gotta stay cool. Are you lost or something? You're looking for a bird?
Yes. Oh! Maybe you could help. These badgers had just gotten lost. You're a bird. Can you tell where he is?
Well, I don't know that I can speak to no badger, and I'm not really sure what bird you're looking for.
I talked to some beavers earlier, but they couldn't help. I had to take care of them. Useless things are awful. These badgers said they saw the bird, and they were leading me, but they lost it around here. It was here, they said. But you're not the bird. He's not the bird you're talking about, right, badgers? You see the big one kind of steps back a little bit and shakes his head no.
Well, I'm sorry to not be, not be the bird. I do need to get past these logs here.
Do you not have, like, bird sense or something? It'd be a shame. I kind of like these badgers. If I can't find my bird, I'd hate to have to punish them.
I mean, is it your bird? I don't mind helping if it's your bird. I kind of just was under the impression it was just some, random bird.
What's my bird? It's a raven. It's green. I made it myself.
Well, that's quite the feat. I ain't seen no magic that makes birds before.
I didn't make the bird. It turned into it after it ate its child.
Oh. Well, what was it before it was a bird?
It was a raven. Still a bird.
Oh, so it wasn't a bird, and then it was a bird. But before it ate the child to turn itself into a bird, it was still a bird?
Oh, it was just useless beforehand. I made it useful. I hoped to give it purpose. I didn't like it, though. I think it still hates me. It doesn't understand that what I did was nice for it.
Well, let me see if I can give a nice look.
All right.
I'm gonna... How high up is, like, this area?
It's about 15 feet up.
Okay. How high is, like, this?
Maybe 3 or 4 feet.
Like, if I jumped up here, could I, like, use my small amount of flight to go up?
Oh yeah, easily. You could kind of like climb up using your wings to boost as your claws are in the ground. Or your shoes.
Okay. Could I do it with Vanna as well? Like, is she, like,
Yeah, she's.
Small enough?
I'd say she's light enough. She's about 13. She's
Okay.
a little kid.
Lana, don't choke. We're going up a little bit.
Well,
All right,
okay,
hold on. I'm gonna let you brace yourself. Hold on real tight. Okay.
okay. You see, she kind of
Ready?
squeezes around your neck.
Ready? This will be fun. All right. 3, 2,
Mm-hmm.
and before I finish counting, I'm gonna fly up to
Ah!
just to the top of this.
Ah! Oh, we sure are high up now.
And,
Is this what it's
I'll
like to
get like
fly?
under the tree.
Kind of. Where will you
Well,
take me flying, mister?
well, I can only fly so much. Unfortunately, these wings have seen better days.
Are you broken, mister?
Um, you could say that. And I'm gonna give a nice look.
Do you see
Look
anything up
around.
there? I suspect you're a useful bird.
Am I useful?
You, as you're up here looking down on this person and this badger family, you realize you actually see something shining over here behind a rock. And you see a cage, and inside the cage is a bird. And it's a really strange looking bird. You see it's like glowing green and then red. And then all kinds of weird stuff. Green, red. And it's kind of like, looks like it's ethereal and hardly even real bird.
I'm gonna stay up here. And kind of go a little bit more towards the edge. Check behind the rock over there, behind the badgers.
Huh?
I'm gonna point.
Oh.
Check behind the rock.
She kind of, she walks around very stiffly, almost like she's a robot or something. Kind of walks around stiffly, just walking through the badgers. She kind of tilts her head around. Oh, it was here the entire time. How lovely. As you see, she picks up this cage, and inside the cage is this raven. That's this completely magical raven. That's green and red. You thought you could get away from me again, huh? Not this time. Not after I found you. You see the raven goes. It's not my fault. You weren't strong enough. As you see, she just kind of her face never changing, just staring at this raven. She looks up towards you, Weston. I'm glad you were useful. It's good to be useful.
I pride myself on being a bit useful.
I told the badgers I'd give them a prize if they help me. I just still have to think of what gift to give them. I'd
Well,
offer you a
hopefully you
gift,
feed
mister.
them to a nice meal.
But I don't think you see as their ears twitch kind of. I don't think I have time. I hear horses coming. Sounds like they're looking for you.
Yeah,
What will you do?
well, I think I need to get going about this time. No gift is needed. Glad you
Okay.
were able to get your bird.
Yeah, it's a pesky guy. Last time I left it alone, it killed a bunch of people.
As can I hear how close the horses are?
Oh, no, you actually don't hear them at all. When she says that, like, she says that, but, like, there's no noises anywhere. You can't even see them when you
Yeah.
look. It's like she
I
just
kind
knew
of,
this.
I kind of imagine that like her ears, since I saw them twitch and stuff, I can kind of tell that she has like farther range of hearing.
Yeah, but
Um,
who knows?
do you know which direction those horses are coming from?
From the way you come from, they're talking about a bird and a girl. I don't think they mean me.
No, I do. I am afraid they do mean me. So, I best be getting.
All right. I'm going to sit behind this rock. I don't want them to take my bird again.
Instead of flying down, I'm gonna go around this way.
Is Ivana, you leaving? Bye, Mrs. I like your ears.
That's rather kind of you, Vana.
That was a weird looking bird, mister. Why don't you look like that? Why aren't you
Well, that
green?
bird was magic.
She said it
I'm
killed a
afraid
bunch of
I'm not
people. You kill people too, don't you, mister? You killed people to get me.
only for the right reasons. That bird is made of magic. Unfortunately, I'm not sure how to do all that stuff. I do what I can.
Hmm.
Some people are born with it. Some people learn.
I
Me,
see.
I was well, I'll get into it another day, Vana.
Hmm.
I'm gonna keep on going.
Right. As you keep on traveling, you realize them being on horses, you realize they might catch up if you're not careful, because they are probably pretty close if they're able to be heard at all. So you keep traveling, and you see in the distance a storm starting to form.
Could I do something?
Yeah, what are you trying to do?
Could I find like two trees like this and this, and really low to the ground, tie my rope and like really tight, and then cut off the end. So like maybe use like 25 feet of my rope
Yep, sure. Go ahead.
and pull it really tight, so it makes like a line.
Yep, that works.
Okay. I want to do that in hopes that maybe they like don't see it and their horses fall over.
Bye-bye, horses. All right, perfect. We're going to skip over to dun 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 dun. Hold on. Dun 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 dun. How do you even say your name, Peebus?
Yggdrasil.
Idramor.
Yggdrasil.
Idramor. Okay. Going to skip on over. Let me get
Egg.
Weston McCoy.
Egg.
Weston McIlroy. Call me Wes.
Let me put some walls up because I totally forgot. All right. Okay. Idramor. Idramor. Idramor, you had been traveling to Doi for the last however long. However, something strange happened about 3 weeks ago or so. As you were resting in the Dancing Forest, the largest and very prominent forest near Port Crevice, you noticed a horde of undead just march into the forest casually. As you sat there, they didn't seem to notice you or bother you. As you watched as they dug themselves into the ground, hiding one another, resting. As you watched, you were told to wait for a while. And as you waited, eventually, you watched as one of them, a day or two later, rose up from the ground and began to shamble off. This one was dressed in weird, almost looked like a priest, but their clothing had been tattered and burned. As they shambled on, you were told to follow. So you started following. They shambled forward, almost like a walker perdita, but most definitely not one. An undead, you could tell. The creature began to travel south, and for the last 2 weeks, you had been following it. It always moved south, but sometimes in bad storms it would get lost and go the wrong direction. At times it would stop to do things that made it seem almost alive, You've seen it following butterflies. You've seen it attempting to hunt rabbits. You've even seen it attempting to talk to a person before who thankfully didn't realize what was going on and just was trying to avoid getting a charge for messing with a dead Walker Perdita. But eventually it would always continue walking south again. And today, a few hours ago, another storm, a really awful one you can tell, started to roll in. This one with heavy black clouds and very thick winds. As if bothered by this undead shambling man actually stopped at a broken down shack he had seen. Before, you witnessed as he went inside, and for the last 2 hours he's just been sitting inside the shack. And this entire time he's never seemed to notice you. But currently, he's inside the shack. You can be where you want. You've been here for about 2 hours though.
Okay, first off, I'd be invisible this whole time. We did this one.
I see.
I'm just gonna look on in that shack.
Sure. After a while of it being very quiet, you move to get a better view of the shack. Inside, you see the dead man just sitting there. He's staring off into the corner. The shack is wet, has mold, it's dark and damp, and he just stares off into the corner, unblinking. As you see who he's staring at, you notice deep in the corner is another person. As you get closer and your eyes squint, you see a man in purple robes and a purple hat with a long gray beard. Just casually sleeping. He's been sleeping this entire time, never even noticed Valen walk in and just start staring at him.
How long has this been?
2 hours.
2 hours? I've just been watching this? Alright. Okay, out of character, I know who this is, right?
You as a person do, yeah? And Oon should have known who the prior person was too.
Yeah, I do.
I don't think you could guess. These are all returning characters.
I don't know.
Zebediah. You see Valen just sits there, stares, staring at him.
Walk in. Do I like make footsteps while I'm invisible?
Yeah,
Magical
just to make
invisibility.
noises. Unless you have some reason why it says you don't make any tracks.
I mean, it works like normal, the spell would.
No, invisibility,
I don't know
yeah,
how
it still
that
makes
would
noises. You just can't be seen. You'd have to do a hide action.
I really don't think I care about what's going on here. I'll wake this guy up just for the lulz.
How you wake him up?
I'm just gonna extend a really fucking long, branchy finger and just poke him.
Are you doing invisible, or are you just waking him up invisible?
Would that make me go uninvisible?
No. Are you trying to show yourself, or are you just trying to wake him up casually?
No, I'm just gonna poke him.
Okay. As you poke him, oh, where are you, Jebediah? Jebediah. He like blinks and looks up. What the heck? Who are you? And he kind of stands up, shaking off his clothing. Hey! What are you doing in here? Don't you know first come, first serve? Hey, you! Ah, I see. You're confused by who I am. I know it's rare to see someone like me again, huh? No, you don't. He like waves his hand in front of him. You don't recognize me? Okay. I found this place first. That means it's mine. Right? Since it's mine, that means you can't just come in here. And why didn't you wake me up? You were staring at me? Okay. I see you're not biting what I'm saying. I'm not going to ask you for money. But you could have at least brought in some food or something, right? You know how hungry I am? Starts rubbing his stomach. Oh, I'm so hungry. He like stops for a moment, looks at Valen realizes he does nothing. I see. You know,
Is there any food around if I look around the shed?
no, there's nothing. It's like an abandoned shack that's probably been forever half broken down. You know, I've been wondering here for a while. You're not gonna believe this, but I revived from the dead. I know, hard to believe. Maybe you'd remember back in the day, the Great Scorpius Wars, when the Scorpius Empire was.
Do I know what that is?
You'd recognize he's talking about something, an ancient, or at least a civilization from the 5th epoch. Sorry, the 6th epoch. So it's quite some time ago. No, nothing. Man, I can't tell what's wrong with you. Maybe you're tired. Well, I'll keep telling you my story. Anyway, I was coming back here looking for a friend. His name's Jebediah. If you've ever seen Jebediah, you'd know him. He's got the face of a Jebediah. It's furry, kind of pointed. And he was killed too. But I have a friend I'm waiting for. The friend said to me, I owe you one. You helped me with this, and I helped a friend with this thing. I helped him with this, and then he's like, I'll help you again. So he's trying to help me get Jebediah back. But I'm waiting for him. I'm trying to find him. I'm trying to find Jebediah, and I'm trying to find my friend. He's this big green thing with pointy horns. No, doesn't ring a bell. I see. Well, I'm on this quest to find Jebediah. And it's all a storm started coming in and raining, and it's awful. You know, I'm really hungry. You sure you don't have anything to eat?
I'm not gonna drop invisibility, but I'm gonna say I do.
You do. Finally, you said something. Okay.
This is coming from definitely not from where the corpse is, by the way.
Yeah, he is not. He's not noticing. All right. You do. I agree you do. You're looking pretty good. You look like a good piece of meat. You don't. Sorry. You don't mind if I take a bite of your arm, right? You don't. See, you really are.
Just gonna start nibbling his arm.
You really are one heck of a guy. You and Jebediah would definitely get along very well. Okay, don't mind me. I'm just gonna right or left arm. Does it matter? No preference? Yeah. All right, I'll go for the right one, I guess. Okay, just don't mind me. I'm gonna move the sleeve over a little bit. Okay. May the rains bless this meal. Right, you got some tough skin. It's not.
Does this guy look like well-fed?
It's not really.
Does he look like emaciated?
No, he looks extremely starved. He looks like a crazy old man. He's acting like one too.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Would I know if there's any like downside of me fucking pulling away Valen?
Probably maybe confusing them, but that's about it.
Okay,
Valen, this
drop
also you doing this
invisibility.
would probably make Valen maybe realize, but he's also undead. Who knows? You don't know what that effect. But he.
I wanna drop invisibility, and I'm gonna cast Goodberry.
His head, you've cast invisibility, but he's eating like the right arm, and his eyes are like right on the skin. He has not noticed you. Yeah, are you really?
Stop eating him.
You want to stop eating you? Is it because that my teeth aren't sharp enough? Okay. He looks back up and like looks Val in the eye. Him who? No one else is here. You're the only person in here staring at me for the last however long, like a creep. You could have brought some food in here.
But is he looking at me or Valen now?
Valen, he's making eye contact with Valen. He's like holding his shoulders like real close to him. It's only fair if you let me eat part of you. There's always a price in the world.
I'm gonna like grab his shoulder and pull him. Whimper scapper here.
What the?
Hand him a berry.
Ah! Ah! What the? Who are you? Tree!
Yeah.
You're talking?
Yeah.
Am I dead? Again?
No. Unfortunately.
Oh, Jebediah, I'm sorry. Oh, wait, that's berry.
It tastes terrible.
Where'd you get this thing from?
I don't know, like point at like a fucking like like
This might-
branches under my armpits, fucking growing
Yeah,
little
no.
berries.
That's a very personal berry I'm eating. You know, this is the first proper thing I've ate since I've been back to this world. You know where I came from? I haven't been able to eat anything in the last 1,000 years. More than that. That's kind of a zest to it. Zesty.
Where have you been?
I locked away in what I think is something related to the spirit world or something like that. There's a place called Heartbeat's
Do I know
Reach.
anything about the spirit world?
Yeah, you know a lot. The spirit world's a very important thing. That was locked in there. I was telling Valen here. Are you Valen? Wait a second. Oh no, this is one of those things, isn't it? Where you have like, that's why he wasn't speaking. Oh my goodness, he's like a puppet, and you've lured me in, and now you're gonna eat me.
He is a puppet, but not to me.
Are you gonna eat me?
Maybe.
Can at least have another berry first.
Hand him another berry.
Oh, that one real zest. Around this time, Weston McIlroy, in the distance you've heard as the sound of some horses fell to your trap. But you also heard some screams, "He must be close! After him!" And you realize that they are catching up quickly, even if some of the horses have been taken out. As you're
Am I
traveling,
here?
yes, you're about to be here. Let me get fauna.
Oh my
As you're
God.
traveling, you realize that they are probably only minutes behind you. And as you're traveling, you suddenly get hit. Your companion, where's Vana at? NPC. As you're traveling, the storm, the cloud suddenly hits. As the sun, Stella starts to get blotted out. As a light drizzle starts to form, and up ahead, as a little bit of fog and mist starts to rise, you see a shack. Looks to be a rundown shack. Mister,
Rihdar?
are they behind us?
Why, yes, they are, but nope, don't you worry. They're not gonna get you.
What were you asking about?
Rihdar's under the rings, right?
No, Rihdar is the founder of the Orbis Triumphant. He's the one who founded the religion
Okay.
and the belief that's the one that really went for it. That the real power comes from Orbis itself.
Okay. Then whenever he sees like the rain clouds and stuff, he'd look up. He'd say, "Thank Orbitus." Whenever he sees like the shack, he's like so pleased that he found the shack. He's gonna run down.
As you run down, realizing that this rain, if you're lucky, will get rid of your trats as well. Though, if they do find you, at least you'll have a place to make a bit of a stand at the very least. As you go over here, you hear a voice from inside. Have you ever thought about opening a business?
I do hear this.
As you get closer to the door, you hear like a grumbled voice. I think you good business idea. The puppet can run in the front of the shop. He can deal with all the nonsense, and we can make like a soup or something out of your berry pits.
I'm gonna lean down and let Vana stand, like get off my back. And I'm gonna
hear
hold her
them.
hand with one of my hands.
Yeah.
But I wanna go and like peek around the door. I'm still holding her hand. I don't want.
The second I hear something, I'm going
by
invisible
herself.
again.
Please, do a stealth check. So I need to check something. I do a stealth check and a perception check versus from you, Peebus.
Oh my goodness. Perceives cutely.
Mm-hmm. Hmm. One moment, one moment. Oh wait, I think I know this show. Hmm. One moment. Okay. Clearly, Mr. Idramore, you hear something outside the door.
Hit invisibility and step
Hey.
away.
Hey! What the? Was that dreaming or something? Ah! He turns to look at Valen. You're tricking me, aren't you? Playing hard to get with that arm meat, huh? Listen, as you peek in, well, you can peek in with yourself and you'll be able to see. Right, what do you do, Weston? You see this person talking to
He's un momentoing.
Oh, he's un momentoing. Okay. That is fine. I need to try and figure out something about this stream thing too.
Getting like fucking crash messages and shit. Oh my goodness.
What do you mean? What's it saying?
I don't know. I think it's fucking my entire PC's exploding.
Oh my god, what's happening
Like
to you?
JavaScript error. Close the
Alright, I'm
program.
here.
I don't know.
At this point, I'd peek around the corner, and Vana would be like in my hand. Like I'd make sure she's like really close, but I just didn't want her on me.
Okay.
I'd peek around the corner.
Is there even a door?
No, there's no door.
He just makes that sound.
I'm kind of a bird. It makes sense.
Oh,
As
by the way,
Hmm.
my invisibility thing is a hex, so I have to hold it up with cackle. So you just hear like whispering and like the sound of like fucking wood creaking in this corner.
That's kind of creepy as hell.
Must be the
Jeez.
wind.
It doesn't sound any different than like the forest normally would, but
I'm
it's
gonna
definitely inside the shack.
I'm gonna peek around. Free your foe.
Ugh. Man, I'm hungry. Val, are you speaking again? What'd you say?
Are you free or foe, old man?
Is that like a sauce? Oh. Val, what are you saying to me, man? I'm just gonna eat you some more. You see, he starts
I'm
nibbling
up
on the
around.
arm of this
I'm
person.
I'm gonna kind of have my hand on my hip.
You're very.
And, go into the doorway.
You know, moisturize
Like,
or
right
something.
outside.
Oh.
You too. Hey.
Oh. You see his eyes kind of open. He has some drool dripping down his mouth onto the arm. This like very
What
grayish,
the
fleshy
hell?
arm. Is this another one of those dreams? Who are you? Are you the tree man?
Tree man.
Yeah, he was just here.
I ain't no tree.
That's you. But you have any food? He like stops for a moment and stands up. You're allowed to rest here if you have food. For me.
I got food. Is your friend nice?
The one in front of me?
Yeah.
He's quiet.
There's no one else in here, right?
There was a
Come in here and
tree
I peek around the
somewhere,
other
but it
corner.
vanished. I think it was my imagination.
A tree.
Yeah, it was like a walking tree. He fed me
What
berries.
do you mean a tree?
It was like a berry. He's like, yeah, have
Where'd
a
he
berry
go?
from my pit. That's what I'm saying. He just disappeared. I think it's part of my. I think I was dreaming from starvation. Oh,
All right.
by the way, have you
How about
seen
this?
my friend Jebediah? He has that real hairy face. It's pointed. He has these whiskers.
I'm afraid I ain't seen no Jebediah.
Oh.
However, I suppose storm's brewing. I need to get a little lady in here, nice and away from the cold.
I mean, you got food.
You ain't gonna cause no trouble, are you? If I got food?
I can't cause trouble if I'm munching.
I guess I like to hear that. I'm gonna bring Vana inside, and like, whenever I get to about this point, I'll put like her behind my back, so that like my back's against her back's against like the wall, and we'll kind of like shimmy around. I'll put her in this back corner.
Wait, is your back against the wall like all the way across this?
No, it's just like against the wall, like I go kind of like that.
Okay, but she's just facing away.
That's
Yeah,
nuts, though.
she's facing away from you. But I'd go up and I'd hand him some jerky, like probably like 4 pieces or so. And then I'd go and give Vana a few like maybe some like dried fruit.
Thanks.
And a few things to munch on and snack on.
You see the old man starts to
Now,
munch. The one other person just doesn't move. He just stands very still.
Does your friend here want any food? They're kind of stiff.
He doesn't seem to respond, and I don't think so. He seems full. He needs,
Strange.
he needs to take a shower or something, though.
Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I may have some company coming, and not the good kind. If they seem to come, you best stay in the building.
Okay. I never heard of
I
bad
planned-
company.
I don't plan. Well, sometimes you get some bad company that don't take kindly to you. I done saved this little lady, and they're not too happy about it. So
That seems a little silly.
doesn't it? Once upon a time, the world ain't like this.
Is she like your, Jebediah?
You know what? She is like my Jebediah.
Ah.
Can't lose a Jebediah, you know?
Mister, who's Jebediah?
Oh, it's just a metaphor.
Metaphor?
A metaphor is where you say something and it means another. It's like imagine, of cats and dogs,
I think so.
little fuzzy creatures. Well, if you see a cat and it acts like a dog, that's a bit of a metaphor, you know?
Oh, I see.
You keep munching, all right? I'm gonna keep you nice and safe.
Okay. You hear the old man say, "Oh, thanks, I appreciate it."
I'm gonna pull out my bedroll, kind of
Sure.
unravel it a little bit, so that way she can kind of get like a blanket, not have to sit on the hardwood and stuff. I'm gonna say lift up a little bit. I'll slide it under her, and I kind of have things like a mess kit and stuff like that, so she would be able to now eat with like simple cutlery and stuff.
Interesting. All right. Perfect. As you guys kind of settle in, Edgemore, do you do anything with these new scene people? You would definitely
Sitting there.
recognize one of them to be the Birdman, the Riella most likely, is a remnant of Rihdar's old fighting force. They're hardly ever seen anymore. So it's definitely a rare find, much like yourself. Though I don't know which one would be more
Just
rare.
wouching. I don't do anything with it.
Alright.
I'm gonna sit down next to Vanna here and like put my cowboy hat down over my eyes.
Alright, give me just a few moments to do something. What's Mono? Move you outside for a moment, Weston.
Okay.
Checking something. Let's know to see done. Okay. All right. As you set up, you probably set up for about 10, 15 minutes or so. And let me turn some wind on for the rain.
There's no windows, right?
There's
It's
no
just like a
windows. It's
shack.
only that door. As the wind starts to pick up somewhat, actually quite a bit, you see this old man. The entire time he's just munching and talking. Yeah, so I never believe it. I was dead like only 3 weeks ago, and then there was these people, and they came to where I lived. They're like, "We're going on a mission," and I'm like, "Okay." And so I lead them across this river full of dead souls. Then we get to this cliff where the reflector is, and we have this fight. There's a fire and demon and all kinds of crazy stuff going on. And I managed to escape by going through a mirror with my friend who promised to bring back Jebediah. And keep in mind, those people did help me escape, but they also killed my best friend Jebediah in front of me in cold blood. So I think they all died in there. I'm not sure. And I feel kind of guilty. But can you really feel that guilty when they kill your best friend in front of you? What do you think? What's your thoughts on it?
It's never nice losing someone that you're meant to protect. I feel for you there. I'm sure Jebediah would want you to keep going, though. Maybe there's another Jebediah that needs saving.
Well, there's probably another Jebediah, but I'm trying to save my Jebediah. See, look at this.
Well-
He like reaches in his back pocket and pulls out this mangled dead rat who's super soaked and wet. This is Jebediah. Sivana kind of steps back and bumps into the wall, kind of taken aback by this random corpse of a rat pulled out. Yeah, no, I'm trying to save him. I'm looking for a friend.
Well, what's his friend look like?
He's big, green. He looks like he just has scales on him, or like rots or something, and these spikes. And he really likes talking and making deals and playing games. He loves asking questions.
Big, green, has spikes on him or scales?
Yeah.
Is it a lizard?
No.
Does this mean anything to me?
No, he said it earlier to the Val, and it just doesn't mean anything. Sounds like he's talking like about some weird, made-up creature. Oh, also
Only
it
thing
has
I
this.
know with
It
scales
has
is
this.
the lizard
Maybe this will
folk.
help. Has this chalice thing made of thorns that releases into the sky and turns it all pretty colors.
I ain't
Does
never
that mean
heard of such a
anything?
thing.
No, it doesn't mean anything to you either. It's like, what the hell?
Oh my god.
It just sounds wacko.
Yeah, you would be able to tell Peebus, like, I'm very much so humoring whatever he's saying.
Yeah, he really
I'm
seems
not
like a.
taking it very seriously.
Yeah.
Would I know that this undead's name is Valen?
You would
Like
not.
before that he said it?
No, he also you wouldn't know until this old man said his name, and you also don't know how this old man. You don't know if that's his real name. This old man said his name, but is also not really acting like he knows him.
So, I never quite caught your name.
Oh, me? I'm Whippersnapper. Old Whippersnapper. This is Jebediah.
That's your name?
Yeah, that's what I'm called, Old Whippersnapper. Being dead for thousands of years made you forget a few things.
Well, nice to meet you, old whippersnapper. You can call me Wes.
Stapper.
Scappa. My bad.
Stapper.
My bad.
Stapper.
I apologize. Old Whimpa-Scappa.
The Whippersnapper.
Scapper?
Stapper.
Scapper.
Yeah.
Well, can I call you Scapper for short? Short? Does that work?
I kind of like a whimper.
You want me to call you Whimper?
Yeah.
Well, Whimper,
Sounds cute,
I'm
doesn't
Wes. Sure, yeah.
Hey, Wes.
Well, I'm Wes, and
Where you
this
doing?
is
You doing west?
this is old.
West doing
uh,
west.
Well, I'm kind of going south right now, but sometimes I go west.
That's kind of cool. Ah, that's really cool. Ooh, yeah, who's your Jebediah over there?
This over here, I'm trying to think of like a fake name.
Jim.
Well, there's a lot.
Jimmy.
Huh? Why are you being so quiet?
This is Anna.
That's not my name. Oh,
My bad, my accent got my tongue. This is Vanna.
Vanna. Va. That's a weird name. Jebediah, you should adopt it. I don't really want the... Hey, in there! We know you're there. Stop hiding around and wasting our time. Go ahead, step on out with your hands up. You know, it'll be easier. He don't really blame you for what you done. You don't know who you messed with either. You messed with the Willow shipment. And that girl's very important to Rinnendale Ultrek. He's expecting her the next few days. You ought to give her over. Everyone here is going to regret not getting her to her master Ultrek in time. That man is very professional and doesn't like things that mess with his professional business.
Can
So
you
how
spell
about
that
you
name
just
for
step
me?
outside and make it easy on all of us.
Can you spell that name for me? Whatever he just said.
The name...
Like, type it in chat.
So the group is called the Willows, and the name of the person... What's that on?
I want to make sure I get this
Rinnendale
all written
Ultrek.
down.
You have to make a stealth check for me. With advantage, Indramil.
Yes, I think I will do that. Good.
Hang on a moment. I can't do a blind shim. We'll have to do this.
Well, I guess if it gives me an opportunity to move, I would keep my back. Like I would push Vanna into this corner, like kind of keep my back against the wall.
Sure. As you're doing that,
And shimmy this.
as he's
shimmy
talking
this
and you're
way.
shimmying, you suddenly hear, "Hey, whoever you are trying to sneak out that door, trying to be all sly with your invisible self, better stop. We got plenty of arrows faced at that doorway. I'll release them if you don't stop right there. Think you
You
can be
best be
sly
getting-
and move on." You currently see him standing right there. JSV, get
Yeah,
him.
I'd kind of look at him from around the corner, not showing my whole body. You best be getting.
Peebus, you're here because you realize he's calling you out, of course.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, I'm
Ugh.
fucking looking for something to do.
I'm
Ah,
not even
you know
talking
we
to
can't
This
get-
who's in front of me.
Yeah, you don't know he's there.
No.
You know there's only one way this is going to work out. You think you're a hero because you're Ryella, huh? You know your race is nothing but a joke now. You just gone rogue. Go ahead.
Well,
You can save your life.
You're the one
easily.
who's taken a child to do your bidding. That's a man's job.
Ugh.
It's a grown man's job. It should be your job.
You think you're all that. You just don't get it. Your culture's been something based around the People's Empire of Orbitus. I don't expect you to get our culture here. But don't think you can get away with stepping all over what we do. You got the count of 3 to come out with your hands up. Else we don't come in.
I'm telling you, if you come in here, it ain't gonna be pretty for you.
I'm gonna get in this corner as you said. Don't mind me over here. I'm just gonna pretend like I'm not here.
I'll keep you nice and safe, Whimper. I'm gonna look towards Vanna. Vanna, make sure... I lost my accent. Vanna? Vanna, make sure you stay in that corner and you shut your eyes, alright? I don't want you to keep them... Don't open them till I tell you it's alright.
As you finish that sentence, I need... What's your AC, Mr. Man's in the doorway?
16.
Thank
Okay.
God you got more AC.
Suddenly you hear, shoot him! As you see, there's one, hold on, let me unprivate this. Let me go into self roll. As he says that, you hear,
Imagine you didn't get more.
you hear shoot him! As an arrow goes, phew. As you hear the snap of a crossbow, Weston. As you turn, expecting a bolt, you suddenly see it stop midair in front of you. As you've just been hit by an
Huh?
arrow. You draw. You do more.
Does that
What
drop
the-
my invis?
Nope, that's only if you attack. Unless it's concentration. Is your invisibility from the spell? What's your invisibility from?
Yeah, ends of my turn, or... Oh yeah, I do have concentration. Yeah, you're right.
Okay, then you have to make a con check. Versus 10. They usually do it. Ah, look at that! I knew there was someone in the doorway. And with this, we're going to enter initiative.
Huh?
Slash me rolls initiative, cutely.
Yep. You guys can add yourself, and then we shall...
Oh, wait. Hold on.
I'm pretty sure I have advantage. PogChamp, PogChamp,
Do you?
PogChamp. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's something I get. I just gotta
see.
make sure I know where it's at.
God. Alright, I'm gonna use my curse. You ugly yuck, get away from me, freak. To scare the shit out of,
What is this?
human knave.
They can't see it, though, right?
It doesn't matter if they could see me.
Hold on. Princess Ashley. It says your
Actually, would I
appearance
be able to willingly drop my concentration?
It says your appearance is ghastly, so I think they'd have to see you for this to work.
Yeah, but
That doesn't make
no,
sense.
what the flag?
And you could
Would I be
freely
able
cast.
to, like, willingly fail to save to...
Yeah, well, you could just freely cast your drop spell concentration whenever you want.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna freely drop my concentration when they shoot me.
Okay, then yeah, he'll do that. Then your proficiency in the intimidation check. When you roll initiative, you choose one humanoid. Do you have proficiency in intimidation? Yeah, you do. Wisdom save,
look
your DC, or be frightened. Okay,
You
what's your
look
DC?
terrifying whenever you're invisible, by the way.
What'd you say?
What is your spell save DC?
Looks at it cutely. It is 16.
Alright, we'll see if you can beat it. He does. As suddenly you appear, this, please turn invisible.
Fucking finding the button again.
Please, as you appear, describe what your Dremor looks like.
You're gonna see the fucking arrow like hit just like straight in the air, and then slowly you're gonna see him like start to decloak, and you're just gonna see this fucking lumbering. How tall is this doorway, by the way?
Well, there's no limit to it because it's busted off at the top. It's kind of wide too.
Oh,
so
there's
it's
no
like a
ceiling
farm.
at all.
I know there's a ceiling, but in the door frame, this area's kind of been busted off. It's kind of like a barn door as well, so it's like a pretty large archway.
Yeah,
you wanna
you're
be
just
in your
gonna
true
see
size, you
big
could.
tree ass, just right in your face,
How large are you
busting
right
it
now?
down sexual style.
How tall are you at the moment?
Must be the tree
Large.
folk.
I don't know.
Ugh.
How tall can I be?
You're gonna be up to 32 feet tall in your true form.
Oh my goodness.
You
But
could be up
that's-
to huge.
But those things, you also gotta think the taller you are, most likely it's based on age and your race, or of tree. So I'd have to.
I would have, while I was in here, like conformed to the size of the room
Yeah, yeah.
at least a little bit, like at least to be hunched over. So I don't know. How tall would that be?
Well, that's if you can
it-
form to the room. I'd assume the ceiling's probably about 10 to 12 feet tall in this room.
I mean, large is
Yeah, he's
what,
like 20
10
right
feet?
now.
You're 20 feet taller now? Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we'll have to
Like
figure
he's
out what
just
your
got ass in the door.
yeah we'll have to figure out what your true size is eventually. But yeah, you see suddenly as this giant hunk of lumber, this mangled wood forms in this doorway, almost like filling the wall in completely. As you lose sight to the outside, you can no longer see out
Oh,
there.
also slash me takes
Missed it.
damage.
Mhm.
I knew that tree thing was real. I never doubted it.
What do you want with them?
What do I want?
I'm talking to the fucking guy outside.
Yeah, that's what that's responding.
Oh, that was him.
What do I
Okay.
want?
Oh, those whimpers capper.
We want the kid. That's all.
Why?
For business. They're trading. They're. He kind of looks at you. They're trade good. And we're the owners of them.
He just doesn't care.
Well, seems you're not on the move. We'll have to force you out. Alright, start the combat. West McIlroy, you're up first. Currently, there's no way for you outside. Is it a giant tree blocking
Can I
you?
like see through his legs or something?
Yeah, I would give it, but it's gonna be cover for whoever you're shooting at. It'll be like half cover, I think.
I think actually it would be covered on his part.
I'd be cover on his part too. Yeah,
Cover on both part.
but it's gonna be hard for him.
Ugh.
He can't get out. It's gonna be hard to shoot through it.
I'm gonna shoot through your legs, all right? Up there. I
Oh.
kind of look up.
You like actually do not see his face. It's like he's
Well,
like
I say
only
it to
halfway
you.
in the doorway.
I'm looking for like. I'm not shooting yet. You, is it okay? I don't want to hurt you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Remember, if
Are you free or foe?
if remember if you do miss, you will end up shooting him to friendly fire unless you have a way to avoid the problem. So
Wait,
basically,
does he have to shoot me?
well, that's the thing.
is
Since you're in his way and you're the thing giving cover, that's how friendly fire works in our game. So
Yeah, I
he
can't
doesn't
really
have to
shoot
shoot.
Is that
you.
only if he misses?
If he misses only because of the added AC, but since you're in front of him, then he'll hit you. So let's say his AC was like 12, and he got +2 from you. Let's say Un rolled a 13. He missed because you're in the way, so that means it'd shoot you.
Yeah, I mean, okay.
So only if
I'm
it,
pretty good at not missing, but you know.
Then don't.
All right.
all right. Your turn. What are you doing?
I'm doing my first shoot.
Oh shit, he's gonna fucking revolve all over him.
I'm about to revolve all over this guy.
Might do one moment. Let's get the music going.
Beavis, I am actually about to revolve all over this guy.
All right, that hits. That does in fact hit.
All right. I'm just
But
gonna
good luck
roll all
hitting
the
me.
attacks. I have 2 more attacks. I'm gonna use my extra attack and then my 2-handed dual wield attack.
All right. So the first one's a normal attack. The second one is at using your offhand or your main hand.
It doesn't matter. They all do the same damage. One of them's my normal attack, one of them's my extra attack, and one of them's my dual wield attack.
Does the dual wield lose anything because you don't have a feat, or do you have something that gets rid of the
fighting
penalty
style, I
from
think.
it? Does your fighting style get rid
I
of the
have,
penalty?
Yeah, Akimbo
Okay.
gets rid of the penalty.
Okay, perfect.
He's so cool.
The first 2 hit. Well, not the first 2, but 2 of them hit.
Okay.
So please roll damage for 2.
Here's this.
All right.
Here's this.
Alright.
And then
And
give me 1 second. I want to check something.
wait, what are you checking?
My piercer. I want to re-roll the 2 on the second dice.
All right, go ahead.
Sick.
Nice.
So that's 6 and 9.
All right, please roll your damage one more time because your second shot. Oh shit! Your second shot does in fact hit. Hit Mr. Mans in front of you.
John Human.
You suddenly feel a bullet go into your bark.
I'm very sorry. I'll be sure to patch that up.
How much does it do?
4 damage. Unless you have resistance.
That's like 47. Okay.
You may need to get out of the way a little bit. Give me a clear shot.
Yeah, wait for my turn.
As you
All
say
right.
that, as you say that, at the end of your turn, Weston.
Yes.
Okay. Yep. Let's see what this man's trying to do.
I do have a big tree shield. Actually, I would move. Probably here. To get more cover.
Suddenly he, 5, 10, 15, runs up to the doorway in front of you, Yundamar. Ah, you big hunkin' tree. You should have moved out of the way. You know, I like nature quite a bit. I always thought nature should be respected. And now look at me having to destroy a damn tree. What a shame.
You should go admire it somewhere else.
as he just swings upon you. 23.
Oh my goodness.
That's
I say youch.
You see, it smashes into you once. He's going to roll again. He's like, ah, you are sort of adorable, I see. He's going to use one use of exploit opening. But I see you're so big, it's hard to fit in certain parts of you, isn't it? As he's going to attack with advantage with a second Morning Star swing.
Oh my goodness.
Now there it is!
So much damage.
9 points of damage into you. Unfortunately, you're too large for me to. Unfortunately, you're too large for me to push down, aren't you, you big hunk? That's his turn.
Just get the fuck out of the way.
Hey, you told me to stop moving while I was in the fucking doorway. What can I do, man?
You should have kept moving.
Good point.
5. Yeah, he could have just moved after he saw you there. 10, 15, 20. He is. You don't have +2 from Mr. Knave in front of you, Peebus. So what does that make your AC?
18.
Okay.
Peebus dies in the session 0.
I die in my first session. My brain is a machine that turns cool character ideas into dead first level characters.
Yeah, you're in a really shitty position.
All right. You see, as this one pulls out the crossbow, I see this bandit-looking guy clips the crossbow in. It's like target practice again. Easy peasy. As he's going to use one use of exploit opening to shoot with advantage. Get rid of that. 25.
Oh my goodness.
You're
Can
going to be
you try
hit.
missing some attacks, maybe?
You're going to be hit by this much damage, so 8 points of damage, but also from using this point blank shooting. Whenever the trick shot is within 30 feet of their target, they do an additional 2d6 piercing damage.
Oh my goodness.
So you feel that this time this crossbow bolt, as you do 8 more damage, sits deep inside of you. As you realize you need to step back or something. It's your turn, Yindermore.
All of my
Yindermore.
HP! Yeah, I'm going to mayhaps yeah,
You really put yourself in the worst possible spot.
Oh, but I did not put myself here. Okay, I tried to walk out. Okay.
You did,
Keep
but then you got
walking,
busted.
bro.
Then you stopped moving.
Keep
I'm
walking.
going to which one is it? This one. Going to disorient him,
Which one?
and then bonus action shillelagh.
Who are you disoriented?
This Kanavi.
Wait, so he needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
Where's the 16? He does in fact fail, so that means.
He has a d6 subtracted from every attack roll.
Okay.
And I walk out. Ooh,
hold
what are you gonna
on.
do? Opportunity attack me?
On a failed
Bitch.
save, when the target makes an attack roll for the turn. Okay, so yeah, he's going to try an attack opportunity. Where do you think you're going? As he seems a little bit more sluggish, as he's going to attempt to swing upon you. Yeah, get rid of the -6 if it matters. Ooh.
Oh my god.
It actually kind of does matter.
Yeah, does that stop the crit?
I don't think it stops the crit. You can't really stop a crit. Firstly, hit him with your. You hit him first with the shillelagh first. Hit him with that
No,
first.
that's Edge doesn't
Oh,
work
is
like
it?
that. It's just I get to use it.
Oh, okay.
Bro.
Unfortunately, you are taking this hit with the crit, even with the -6. As you're going
I
to take
bounce my ass at him.
17
With
points
exactly
of damage.
the HP.
As you fall back, I'll allow you to fall back out the
that with
doorway.
the- Wait, is that with the 1d6?
Is it from damage or is it from hitting?
It's for the attack roll, but it doesn't
Yeah.
matter if it's a crit. Because crit just means crit, regardless.
Could you fall over somewhere else so I can beat this guy's ass?
Oh, you he falls back. You can climb over him. It'd be difficult terrain though.
Dude, you're gonna die in session 0.
Oh, okay.
Fondy was like, I feel bad that you guys haven't really gotten your moment to like have really cool characters and get, you know, get shown love. You just fucking died session 0.
Yeah, I'll make his kid.
Should have been better, dude. Should have been better. Next up. That'll be it. The turn goes from this.
Could you at least fall
Yeah.
like here, maybe?
You ever snap and go, okay. Minus a dollar. Scoot. Don't mind me, you don't see me over here. Scoot. Hey, are you okay? Hey! Are you okay? Oh, I thought you were hurt or something. Wait, is that the sound of death?
I believe he's not doing too well. Could you get him up?
You see
Help
him say like, I can't help him. I guess the very least I could do is give him one last meal before he dies.
Are you super strong or something? Could you move him out the way?
As you see, he's like, unfortunately, I don't have any food to offer you, so I guess I'll have to feed you yourself. As he takes off one of your berry armpits, puts it in your mouth. May your last meal be delicious.
Barks up a whole armpit.
As you eat one of your own good berries and wake up on the ground with 1 HP.
How many does it make?
I don't know. There's 3 done so far, though.
Up to 10, so there's 10. So there's
Okay.
7 now.
Yep, as you kind of wake up on the ground.
I see.
You okay?
Sure.
Okay. Stir.
Love that guy.
Weston McIlroy.
Time to do some fucking Weston McIlroy shit, boys.
You're currently
get it.
prone, by the way, Mr. Mans over here. Not you, Weston. Mr.
Alrighty. I'm gonna use a risk dice.
Okay. What are you doing with it?
And I'm gonna be using dodge roll.
He's so fucking cool.
It's gonna basically, I don't provoke opportunity attacks. I can roll up to 15 feet as a bonus action. And reloads on my firearms, no opportunity attacks, ignores difficult terrain, allows me to move through a hostile creature space as long as I don't end my movement there. So imagine
He's so fucking cool.
move through my good friend Yggdramour.
Yeah.
Good friend. You haven't even exchanged the
You're like doing this tactical roll through all his branches and his leads and these vines and these small openings you have to slide through. As your tactical roll through him, do you go out the door?
Actually, he's prone, right?
Yeah,
So
he's prone.
he doesn't provide cover.
Nah, not really.
Like, I could shoot over him? Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna do that. That's literally, like, killing myself.
Maybe.
Okay. Could I, like, see him from here?
Yeah.
I see
He's
his
still-
little
The
forehead.
problem is you still have cover though to half that door. So the problem
What
is
if I move
unless-
here?
Oh, now Valen's in your way.
Excuse me.
He's just looking blankly.
Can I, like, occupy the same space?
You'd be shooting at disadvantage.
Dang it. Okay, what if I move here?
Yeah, that works. I think that's a good enough shot.
Okay. Son of a bitch. Get the hell out of here.
You're moving like a chicken around in there with your head off. Just come out here.
Well,
Be a
you're
free
acting
range
like
bird.
a chicken, trying to get a little child.
Huh?
Damn.
I'm gonna just do all three again.
He's so fucking cool.
Holy
He's so
shit.
fucking cool.
He says,
a
he says,
30?
bah, bah. He says, bah, bah, bah. Go ahead. First do your non-crit.
Alright. My non-crit? Okay.
Yeah, do your non-crit first. Alright,
8.
that's good damage for non-crit.
So, first of all, my crits are just 24 in total.
What? Why is that?
Because it's max dice.
That's only Matt's dice for the first one, so it'd be 12 and you roll. Oh, you mean for both
Yeah,
of
I
them
crit
combined.
twice.
Yeah, yeah. But just all you should do is when you roll damage, just hit the crit, and it'll roll it with the crit.
Oh.
So it should be able to. I think it will. We'll see. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna
That
re-roll
was
that.
an awful roll, though. Holy
Yeah, I'm gonna
shit.
use my piercer and re-roll those.
See, that's exactly why we. Can you reroll both of them with piercer, or is it only?
That's
Can
just
we roll
one,
it?
I'm
So.
pretty sure.
Is it? I think maybe
It's
only
it's once per dice. I'm pretty sure. It doesn't say like.
Is it?
It
I thought
doesn't
was
say like
once
I have
per
a
turn.
limit.
What's the feat say? Does it say once per dice?
It says one. Oh, once per turn.
Yeah.
Okay, so you only reroll one of those.
Oh. Well, I mean, I take the 3.
Yeah, 3.
Yeah.
Okay, so you do a total of 16 damage, which
Yep.
is really good.
Yeah, and then I'll roll again for my other crit. So it's 8, 16, and
Oh shit.
15.
You see, as this guy. You shot him in the throat. One of the shots, and you realize
Was that
he's holding his
31,
hand with the one.
39 damage?
Yeah, he's holding his hand with the one, and he's starting to bleed out of his neck. As you realize he's going to die very soon, even if you leave him here. As he's currently choking. But
I
he is.
told you, you don't mess with no one.
That was fucking nuts, dude. Jesus Christ. Do you have the feat that make you crit on one less? Is that why you crit on 18s?
Yeah,
Jesus.
plus gunslinger. That's one of the things that I
Oh,
asked you
right.
about, is if
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
stacked, and you said it did.
Yeah, I don't see why I wouldn't. This guy.
I'm gonna, well, I have 5 more feet.
Yeah,
I wanna
you
move
move on.
here.
Okay. 10, 15, 20. 25. Get under the street.
Also, Vana would be here. I wouldn't have Vana, like, Vana
Yeah,
would
of
be
course.
in the
Vana.
corner.
Yeah, she definitely would be. This guy can see you. He's going to get. You don't have cover from the nave, though. He's going to attempt to shoot you. He's going to use exploit opening. As he aims to the door. As you see coming around the corner, you see very quickly one of the trit shot over here. Someone who doesn't use guns, but is obviously pretty skilled just like yourself. You see as he does like a roll across this roadway to avoid being shot at. As he pops up, you see an arrow go over the shoulder, or a crossbow bolt go over the shoulder of the knave in front of you and whack into you. You are going to be taking, firstly,
I'm
this
gonna, like,
much.
put my... I wanna, like, put my wing up to try and, like, block it.
You're going to
It'll
take.
still do damage.
Yep, you're going to take this much, but from point blank shooting, you're going to take 2d6 more, because from 30 feet within them, their bolts hit heavier within 30 feet.
Was that
And since
23?
that's a natural thing, that also crits, because that's not something that's just if they crit. So that means you're going to take 14. So yeah, 23 plus 12, 35.
35.
35. And you see this nasty shot come over his shoulder. You gunslingers think you're something special. This is what Pat's real punch. As he kind of like claps on his heavy crossbow
I
here.
rip out the arrow. Or like the bolt. Don't worry, I'll fill you with lead too.
Indamore. If you're alive, people. I don't know if your Discord's okay. I don't know if he's here right now. You're suffering. Oh, poor babies. What's wrong with your Discord, babies? Can't use mic. Why didn't you just like? Why didn't you open?
Get up.
Yeah, you did up. Why didn't
It's okay,
you
I'll,
open?
I'll read it up for you.
Okay, okay. You stand up. Use half your movement.
Get up.
Gotta open administrative open Discord.
By the way, Yggdramour. The dude in front of you is bleeding out through his throat, so don't worry about him. Okay.
Let's see what Pubis does. I can't tell if Pubis is typing or checking. This has actually been weirdly a really close fight.
Yeah, it's because Beavis killed himself.
Yeah, it's a very unfortunate position.
And we both got crit.
Yeah, which is crazy. But you've also hit with a bunch of crits. It's crazy. Edmil's stepping forward. Stands up, sits forward on 1 HP. Ah, okay. You see as his branches go out and start to stick into this nave. As it does in fact hit. As it sits in, you see the blood start to soak into his bark. Please roll damage, Pubis.
I
Most
sucked
definitely
his blood with my epic branches and pierced him epically.
What spell slot is this? Oh, this is a third level spell, no wonder. That was awful damage. However, that's exactly enough to kill him. As he grabs his neck as these branches, almost like thorns, pierce into him and start sucking his blood out. His body starts to wither up as he looks before all of his flesh kind of molds into these branches as he dies, falling to the ground.
You get 4 HP, you get 4 HP.
It go to half, so now you're at 5 HP. Or
Please get the fuck out of the way, Beavis.
I don't know. Why do you have 9 HP suddenly, Beavis? Actually, how much you get half? So you'd be a total of 5. Yeah, well, why do you have 9 though? You only heal half, right?
You heal half of it.
Yeah. So you'd be at 5.
So you'd be at 5.
But yeah, you use 5 feet. You still have 10 feet of movement, Beavis.
Beavis, please get the fuck out of the way.
As you go back in,
Thank
you
you.
see as he has to like hunches down into this doorway, and goes back inside. You see he's kind of shambling, his branches and roots falling off behind him. All right.
Don't worry, I'll take care of this one.
It's getting a little too close for comfort. As you see, suddenly Whipstrapper goes. Jebediah, bless my soul, please, bless my soul. As he vanishes.
Hallelujah, Jebediah. Bless me.
As he vanishes. As you see, thank you guys. I'll see you later or something. If you see Jebediah, tell him. Well, I am Jebediah. If you see my friend Viola, let me know. As you hear footsteps kind of stick out to see if he rolls hide of stealth.
Viola. Like the instrument?
As he is going to attempt to stealth on out of here. you see as he steps out, you hear "Puh!" As you can obviously tell he trips over the dead body there.
See you later, Whimper.
All right, that was his turn. Back to the top, Weston McGilroy.
I don't have
Beavis was
they don't have cover, right? If I like peek out because this guy's
No,
on the ground.
this guy is on the ground. You'd have to step out into the doorway though.
Yeah, I'll step here.
All right,
Alrighty.
Does it work? Can you hear me?
we can hear you, Beavis.
Yeah.
Nice and good.
Okay. Also, there's no way 40 bullets is enough. Just want to let you know.
You can definitely put some up. But yeah, I understand.
First attack.
Unfortunately, not knowing what's there, you kind of watch your step too much. As you step outside, the wind blasts in your face, and you blink, and your shot in the wind just goes off course. All right, that's fun.
Let's see. Okay.
That one does in fact hit.
And I'll go ahead and do the other one.
Was both in fact hit.
Damage. Damage.
Sheesh. That's some
16.
good damage done.
And on one of those, I am going to use a risk dice, I'm pretty sure.
To do what?
And let me make sure it doesn't take a bonus action. It does take a bonus action. I'm not going to use my risk dice. Because I don't have my bonus action no more.
Why don't you? What do you use on your bonus action?
Oh, wait. Wait, you're right. I do have my bonus action, because that's how that works.
Yep, because you have your 2 attacks from being 6th level or 5th level, and you have
Yeah.
your
And
offhand that.
Two-handed fighting
one.
doesn't take... Oop, doesn't take it.
but
Then
it's
yeah,
part of
I'm
your turn.
going to... I am going to use my risk dice to give myself temp HP.
Go ahead.
Go ahead and roll it. Let me check how much I get. The number you rolled and con mod. How much is my risk dice right now?
They're always
D8s.
1d8s.
How much is my con? +3?
Ooh. Pretty bad,
Fuck.
but 4 temp HP is better than nothing.
I suppose.
How many risk
And
die do you
I'm
have in
gonna
total
use
at this level?
4.
Hmm.
I don't think you get any more.
You're bound to.
Oh wait, yeah, you do. So let's see. I use 5 feet of movement. I'm going to 5, 10, 15. Move here. my
Okay.
turn.
You see as starts around 5, 10, 15 up here.
Bye, Peebus.
Okay,
Welcome back, Peebus.
I'm back.
And you hear the
My
voice come through
People
the
really shitting at that.
you hear the voice come through the door. You in there! You got nowhere to go, you don't have to come through that door. And wait here forever.
Oh, don't
Just give
you
the girl
worry.
over.
No can do. You're gonna have to come in and get her.
I'll just starve you out then. As he does nothing. Idramil.
Don't you worry, I got plenty to feed you.
Idramil, your turn. As you realize one's gone, whippersnappers ran off, and currently this door frame's on lock.
Tree guy, there's a dude around the corner. Only one.
How far
I
away
don't know
can
what you
spawn
did, but you done stuck your thorns in the other.
Right. How around the corner did I see them?
You don't see anyone, unless you see it on the map. You have no idea.
He's close to the right there, through the wall.
So it's like just right on the other side.
Something like that. He's around there.
I'm going to do this thing. Where the fuck is the button? There. I'm going to find my familiar. My
Sure.
little homunculus baby.
Let me pull it out. I don't know if this is actually the same one you wanted, just I have no idea, but I got you a homunculus.
Like the little fucking like lizard looking dragon type beat thing. Not that one. But
Okay, well,
that.
we got temporarily, because I have
That's
no
not
idea
a
what you
lizard
wanted.
thing.
Hot friend.
Is this send me a link later, a picture?
Yeah, but he's just gonna. I spawn him right there, by the way.
Oh, can you spawn him away from you?
Yeah, you can spawn him up to 30 feet that you can see.
Okay.
And he sees
Much HP does he have?
Can I see through his eyes at all times, or do I have to do it
I
in
think
action?
you'd have to read it. I think it's an action you have to see.
Fuck.
An action to use their senses.
Fuck.
Where is he? What is that
Um,
thing?
Okay. And then he's just gonna. I'm gonna command him to. Bonus action. I'm gonna command him to. How much movement does he have?
Yeah, whatever stat sheet you're having, you'd have to look at. I don't know if we're using the same ones. Oh, there we are.
Do you care if we just use this fucking stat sheet?
Just flying
Just
30.
this fight?
Yeah, we can just find use one we have right now if you
30.
want.
I'm gonna fly 30 over here.
As soon as you start moving, he prepared action is going to shoot at this thing moving.
Wicked.
Yeah, he doesn't care. You think I am a baby?
It's actually really good.
It shouldn't have
Not
1
as prepared
HP,
action, I
but
go
what
full
it is.
shoot.
How much HP does it have? Wait, strength,
Oh, this is so nice.
There's only one.
Oh, I can actually show you. Hold on. How do I show you?
It's in
It's
picture.
it's on my sheet. It's If you look at this, it's on there. It's the third one. on
Oh,
this.
the homunculus. So you don't have 5 HP, but I'm sure it gets more HP based on your witch level or something. You really need to look into that. Is it 3 times your witch level?
It's
5 times your witch level?
twice my witch level to the hit point maximum. Yeah.
So that means you have twice your witch level plus its hit points already. So we had 12 plus 5, 17. 17 hit points, and you take sits right there, and then you take this much. Hold on. You take
How
this
much?
much here because you're within point blank range.
9.
So 9 plus sits, 15 damage in
Do
total.
I get point blank damage?
You don't. This is a skill of the trick shot. I'll put on again.
Slash me
Oh, okay.
takes 15 damage and mentally notes it.
I've changed your thing on the homunculus. Should say 17 now. 17 out of 1.
Okay, so it's a 1 out of 1 again now.
You're 2 out of 1.
Okay, actually, we kind of fucked that up because I can't make it move on my turn. It takes its own turn.
Okay, it's still been shot regardless, considering the fact that.
Yeah, but I'm going to.
Well, yeah,
use...
usually it shares turns with you, Beavis. It goes either before.
No, yeah, it goes before or after. But are we just counting it as mixing it in?
Well, we keep it going afterwards. Are you going to step
Okay,
out the doorway
but
first?
He's
or-
going to. If I make it a bonus action to attack, can I use it to cast spells for its attack? I don't think
Nope.
I can.
Use your action, I think.
Okay, well I don't think my homunculus baby even has an attack then. He shrugs. But yeah, he moves there. Anyway.
Okay. And then the same thing would happen where he gets shot at. He's at 2 HP. What else on your turn?
I cry.
Okay. You guys hear some scattering on the ground as you hear some stand up and move off.
Okay.
Nice.
Messed up,
What's the McGilroy?
messed up here. Those, what, 5, 10, or what, 5, 10, 15?
Mm-hmm.
If I move over this guy,
Different terrain.
can I?
Yeah,
Okay.
different terrain though.
So let's see, 5, 10, 15. This would be 25, 30. What's the normal range of my pistols? Real fast. 60. Oh, well, it's fucking
Is
shit.
it 60 90? Is that what yours?
My revolvers are 60, 240, and my
Jesus.
hunting rifle is 80, 320.
Alright, yeah, go for some shots.
Pew!
Just so you're aware, he is hiding behind this rock. Not super
Oh, he
hidden.
is?
Yeah, so it's, I mean, you can see him based on a +2 to his AC. For shot misses.
Oh, then I wouldn't shoot yet, but we can
Okay.
still count that one.
So where are you moving to then? If you move up there, then
Uh,
you'd have a better not better shot.
20. Let's see. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. If I moved here, does he still have cover?
I'd say so. Just that tree. Just he's elevated. He had to be shooting through a tree. It's to be a +2.
Wait, question.
Hmm?
Oh, frick.
I think I'll let you shoot him fine if you go. Fuck. Even if you go right. Even if
I'm
you
like,
go.
I know, I'm thinking.
Just then the homunculus is in your way. Why didn't I pin stuff on the map? Why didn't I?
How high up is the roof of this thing?
The thing in front of you? Or that
No, the
building?
shack.
That's about 10 to 12 feet. At least the lowest part of it.
I could get up there.
Then why? Sorry, I didn't mean to move you. What's your guys' button to pin stuff?
Just hold down left click. On something.
Mine's just
On like
messed
the
up.
board. Okay. Then I think I'm gonna stay here and just take the -2 for now.
Okay, go for it. First shot misses.
Yeah.
Second shot definitely hits. And that one most definitely hits too.
Yay! So here's the crit.
I don't like your tread stepping out here at that thing first.
And I'm gonna
First 10
reroll
hits?
the 1.
Alright.
Okay.
How much-
So 18 damage on
18? Okay.
that. Yep. I'm gonna roll the second damage. 6.
You see the first shot kind of hits him, then the second shot. How do you want to do it?
Whenever I peek around the corner, I'm gonna peek around with like one gun on my hip and one gun in the air. I'm gonna shoot him with it's gonna be like a series of like 3 like whenever you see someone do slashes with a sword really fast, like a flurry, it'll be like that, but instead with pistols. So my first pistol I'll shoot with the other one on my hip. So I'll shoot and then quick draw my other one, and while I'm quick drawing, like my other pistol will like do a spin in my other hand, and then I'll shoot him with that one right after.
As you do that, you see as his body slumps over this rock in front of him. As he as well has died. And this combat is now over.
Yippee.
Nice. Congratulations.
Are you okay? I'm gonna look towards the tree guy.
You just kind of like fucking like sit on the floor, like hunched
I'll be right
over.
back.
I'm fine. Back in my robot, apparently.
Holy shit! My crits, dude, they're so fun.
Oh my god. Did
I'm
everything
a
I possibly could have
DPS.
fucked up that fucking combat. That
Yeah,
was
we
rough.
both got crit.
Dude, I got fucking melted in 3 turns.
I mean, you were in the doorway. You filled the entire space.
All I'm saying, I don't think that AC buff did much of anything, man. Think about it.
Hey, it's okay. It worked out. We're both alive. We're both alive. The kid's alive. Like,
Dude, like every time I mute in Discord, it gives me a fucking error message. I think I uninstalled something very crucial on my PC. Everything's trying to crash me. Watch this.
I'm back.
Oh, it didn't do it.
Alright, what are you guys up to?
first thing I would do is go inside
Okay.
and check on Vanna. Are you Are you okay? You can open your eyes now.
Sit back over here.
I'm okay. I think you're
Everything's
bleeding a lot,
fine.
mister.
No, don't worry about me. I'll patch myself right up. I'm
Oh.
I'm doing just okay.
The tree man lets the old man go.
The old man made his leave. He should be fine too. I did hear him trip, but he didn't take much of anything else. I'm gonna have you stay in here for a minute.
Are the
alright?
bad men gone?
The bad
They're
men
gone,
are
right?
gone. They're gone.
I see.
Lana, I need you to do something for me, and I need you to
Huh?
stay in here until I come back.
Okay, Sir Knight. I
gonna
can
go-
do that.
I'm gonna go make sure that everything's all clear outside. I'm sure that big tree man. Although, what's your name, sir?
Name's Yggdrasil.
Well, Yggdram, you can see it's like my beak doesn't, like I can't make the sound. Yggdramore. Yggdramore?
Yggdrasil.
Sir, I can't do the whole thing.
Don't have a tongue.
It's kind of weird for me to do it. Yggdramore, I appreciate you helping me and Vana here.
Don't
I'm gonna go
mention it.
make sure the coast is clear. You stay put.
I could do that for you. I'm just gonna like wave a finger, and then the homunculus is gonna go out and look around.
Well, I have a few other things. I just wanted to say it nicely.
Do perception with the homunculus. And you too, Winston, if you're trying to.
Actually,
Whatever
wonder
you're
if
Yeah, I'm gonna use a perception once I come out.
Sure.
So I think I add something to its roll. Yeah, my
It's
proficiency
you don't really
bonus.
see anything. It's very hard because well, it's super windy and rainy. You don't see anything, but no one shoots at you right away, which is a good sign. At least right now, the rest of the group isn't here. This is probably just a scouting group. Probably people who stowed their horses somewhere.
Yeah, I'm gonna like peek around the corner over here and make sure there's no one behind the building.
Yeah, you don't see anyone when you do your perimeter search.
You know, take my time, go all the way around the building.
Same
this
thing with
way around the
your
building.
homunculus. You don't really notice much. It's real windy. It has a hard time moving around and flying. But nothing attacks it, so it seems pretty safe.
The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move this guy. I don't know if anything will happen, but I'm just gonna do both of them. I'm gonna move both of them and like kind of bring them over towards this well.
Yeah, easy enough. Real bloody, and trails of blood follow, but they come out and their bodies are.
Is it raining right now? Not
Yeah,
yet.
it's been raining. It's raining heavily. It's very windy.
Okay, perfect. I'm hoping it like washes it all. But I'm gonna search them and like take stuff from them.
Sure. When you look at the man who's up front, you see as a shield. You see as a nice breastplate. The only weapons he had was a morning star and some javelins. You see on him he has a whistle, and you also see, as you look over him some more, you see this kind of like medallion type thing that looks almost like a wilting tree, which you know to be one of the symbols of the Willows, the group he's part of.
I'm gonna take the medallion.
You'll be taking this one version of the medallion. It's this kind of iron made crest of a wilting tree, a wilting willow tree. And the other man seems kind of similar. He has a bayonet, a heavy crossbow, a couple bolts. So that's what they're wearing. Nothing too crazy. He also has a similar type. What you would call it?
Is it
He in
different?
fact, it's a little bit different in color. The color is just this one's made of bronze, and this one's like a wilting tree. But underneath it, you see a bunch of people holding hands.
Okay, I'm gonna take both of
yeah.
the medallions then.
And on the last guy, you do see kind of like a note. When you open it up, it just seems to be a mission order, saying that just says "Retrieve lost merchandise." Else it's your head.
I'll take that too.
Yeah. So you just know that obviously this is probably a leading force of more people probably coming after you.
And what I'm gonna do is after I like take the things that I want, so I'll take both of their medallions and I'll take this note.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna pick up their bodies and drop them in the well.
Sure. The more you see all this happen, I don't know how you as a tree man would react to this. I don't know if you.
You wanted to fucking raise one of them. I want to. Oh, okay.
I mean,
As
if
you
you would
s-
say something before I did that, like you'd probably like they're full people, so I imagine
Sure.
it'd take me some time to pick them up.
You see the first one he picks up, not
I
understanding
wanna,
what he's doing. He drops it over into the well.
Let me have this one. And then he's gonna
Well,
start
as you
animating
wish.
it at him.
What's this? This becomes a zombie, right? Because this is a corpse.
My servant.
I normally don't do this kind of stuff.
Like what?
Well, you know, I'm not sure I appreciate, you know, undead raising them.
You were going to
But,
kill them anyway.
Yeah, but they're not, you know.
Yeah, because you shouldn't have anything on her this.
Casting.
Just don't let Vana see it. I'll look past it this time.
This thing doesn't look super like a zombie. It still looks like he's still wearing the same clothing, but you can tell it's undead. It kind of actually reminds you of the person inside, where it's kind of blank, except he's a lot more bloody and wet.
Yeah, I didn't want Vana to see it because she might think that it's just them, you know, alive. Please don't let the little one see it,
Why?
because they're trying to get her. If it looks and walks and, you know, exactly like them, she might get scared. She doesn't understand. She's young.
Gonna keep walking back.
What does your zombie do?
Oh, that's gonna follow. Same with homunculus. It's just gonna be resting in like a... He has like a cavity in his chest that it sits in.
Oh, interesting.
Zombie. Does this zombie get the same skills, mayhaps?
Unreal one
The
set.
zombie just comes in.
Something's wrong with this token. I don't know why it's not working.
Wesley will remember this.
Yeah, you're gonna see
yeah,
some
this would
fucking
be-
much worse shit.
This would be very strange for you, because, well, undead are firstly unheard of. This is like, you believe in Orbis, so your version would be burning bodies. It's very, in general, this is like totally against your entire belief system of how the world should work. And now you know this person's spirit is never going to return, in theory. But yeah, that's like some real like, I'm not telling you to like act out of order, but yeah, make sure you understand that this is some real fucked up shit you just saw. This is like
Yeah.
define
I'm kind of overlooking it because
the situation.
you know.
But yeah, this is like spitting in the face of the entire world and the order of nature and life. It's very ironic for a tree person to be doing that in a way. Sort of comes from Orbinus.
Our mission
Vana, we're
follow
all clear.
this undead here.
With her?
We're also going south. That's the same as you.
Where are you headed?
Oh. South.
Did you say undead? That man over there? Looking at Fallen.
I'm gonna step down to I'm gonna like kneel down to Vana.
Is that why he's
Well,
not
Vana,
moving?
some people use magic in different ways, and although I'm not really a fan of it, it kind of rubs me the wrong way in more places than one. But he helped us, Vana, and sometimes you overlook bad things for good people.
I see.
Don't be scared. They're not after you.
Thanks for helping, misters.
He's just not gonna say anything. He's gonna start casting Speak with Dead to Valen.
Let me see. Technically it's not.
Would that work?
Corpse. Technically it's already an undead. Yeah, because he's technically undead. It says a mouth and cannot be undead, so I won't let you cast that.
No.
Vana, you can go get back in the bed
You
over
can always
there.
ask him a question though.
Stay nice and warm.
As you say
Little
bed,
joke out.
you mean your bedroll, right?
If he fucking gets
Yeah.
money.
Yeah,
spells
right.
out.
Oh, okay.
Just climb in. It'll be all right.
She kind of stumbles off. You see, she pulls out. You've noticed it a couple times. She has like this red silk ribbon that was tied in her hair at one point, and she holds on. And whenever she gets nervous, she rubs it, liking the feeling of the silk ribbon in her hands. She's kind of over there with this ribbon. What are you up to, Idramore?
Do I have any way of communicating with this guy?
Use your mouth.
Can I just ask him? Use my mouth. What?
Suck me off, and I'll let you do it.
What?
What?
I'm gonna
Come on,
toss
gosh.
Weston some berries. Actually, I'm gonna eat all my berries. I don't care. I got
Yeah,
7
yeah.
left, and that's 21 HP. Lol.
Nine.
You're
What are you guys up to?
cannibalizing yourself.
If you don't
I
got
would just
anything
be
else.
like kind of patching up my wounds and stuff.
Sure.
Uh, you know, like bandaging them up. I imagine I have a few bandages on me, and sitting down next to Vana here.
During this
I
time,
would definitely be observing what Idramor is doing.
yeah, Idris, what are you up to? Are you asking questions or just eating your berries?
He's gonna start talking to Valen.
What do you say?
Valen, is that your name?
You see the undead kind of turns towards you. Doesn't say anything though.
Who raised you?
You see his mouth kind of moves like he's trying to talk.
To whom are you heading?
You hear him kind of like, he kind of like rubs his stomach. And then points at himself.
Like, what part of himself is he pointing at?
Just him in general. Points to his face, but.
You're hungry.
Master.
Or master? What is his name?
You see once again he just rubs his stomach. Like he's hungry. And points to himself.
I'm so sad that Speak with Dead doesn't fucking work. That's why I took it. Gah.
You can always kill him and ask.
Honestly? Honestly?
Well, you would be killing them.
I'm going to walk behind him.
He doesn't really pay any attention. He just stares off again. Waiting for the rain to
I think
pass.
snapping a corpse's neck would work.
I'd say since you know how to raise dead, I'd say you probably recognize that he's a mark. You'd probably recognize actually by now his mark of necromancy, which is a bite around his shoulder blades. You'd be able to disrupt probably that magic and just kind of disassemble him. But you know marks of necromancy are unique to everyone. Speaking of which, since your rose is undead as a necromancy, you need to decide what your mark of necromancy is. It's the mark that each of your undead will have. For example, Hawkins is literally a bite mark around the shoulder, and that's why it bites undead to raise them.
Probably
unique
be
to
like a big piercing like circle in the middle with roots around it. When he
in the middle
raises
of the
undead, he
chest?
like stabbed it and then, yeah.
So kind of like a, I can kind of imagine that kind of like a spiraled, almost like a spiraled vein or something in the middle of their chest.
No, it's like tree roots, like reaching out from the.
Oh, so it's
from the
actually
tree.
tree roots inside of them.
Yeah, sure, yeah. It's like a
Interesting.
sickness sort of thing.
It's interesting that has that what holds the necromantic power then. So yeah, you'd realize that this is a unique one for this creature, and if you can disrupt it,
Can I am I like able to read the signature of the mark? Like and trace it to who it is?
It's an Arcana check.
Instantly regretting not fucking picking proficiency in it now.
You don't know who it is off the top of your head, but you recognize. I mean, if you see someone casting magic, and you looked upon it, you could probably sense and recognize similar things in their magic casting from it. But it's not gonna let you trace it easily unless you have some other way to use this, a divination or something like that.
Okay, I still have. I'm gonna cast my shillelagh, and you're gonna see his arm's gonna turn into like a big spear, and he's just gonna fucking pierce straight through Val. Right
You
through
see
the
his.
chest.
You're behind him. Do you go through like the back of his chest, or?
Yeah.
Suddenly, Weston, you see this person, he said undead, raises up into the air, pierced on this giant staff of this, like 15, 16 foot tall, bended over tree man.
And it's gonna like start like spreading out across his body like a blackness.
Are you testing
the
animate
trigger.
dead to take him over yourself?
Yep, that
How
too.
you, is that what, yeah, that's your
And
thought
then I want
process.
to take over.
Yep, you animate dead, and you realize suddenly Valen here is now under your command. As you see the original Martin necromancy that was on his shoulder starts to fade away. It's not fully gone, but it starts to fade away.
Now take me to the man who first raised you.
Okay. He's going to start walking right now, unless you guys want to rest.
But actually, I want to say, tomorrow do that.
Alright, Weston, you hear this Melantritz, which is the name of his race, the official name at least, kind of just do all this in front of you, and seems to be getting ready to
Yeah,
rest for a while here.
I'd be like turning my head away from him as he does it, like kind of like let out a deep sigh as I'm like
Vana is
saddened
just
to see it.
yeah. Vana's kind of turned her head and is just looking down at the ground, rubbing her ribbon more.
Yeah, I'd put up a hand and like scruff up her hair a little bit. Give her a small smirk. And put my cowboy hat down over my eyes and take a little rest.
All right, you just want to take a short rest if you'd like.
I'm just gonna passively do some exhuming.
How's it zooming?
I just make bones out of the ground.
That's nice, actually.
I'm fucking begging Hawkins to get it, but he'll get it soon enough.
Right,
Rubs hands
you
together.
make these
I roll
bones.
some hit dice.
He just he like sticks his arms into the ground and bones just kind of pop out.
As your roots go into the ground, you find lost bones from dead creatures as they start pulling out. But yeah, you guys can take your
How
short
many
rest.
will you allow me to take?
What do you use them for?
I can raise that with them.
Oh yeah, well I just roll a 1d4. That's what it says, right?
That's a whole other thing. That's like if I cast it in a graveyard, it does that each time I cast it.
Oh, I see.
But it doesn't really. I can do
So
as
this
much
is
as I want.
just.
It's ritual, right? I'm check. Yeah, it's ritual.
Yeah,
I
the
can-
spell that causes one pile of humanoid bones.
I'll just
it's
pull up,
only,
like, two bones
it'd
and-
only be one humanoid pile worth of bones, right? That's what it says.
Yeah.
Unless it's not some special like grave set or anything, so you can get one humanoid set of bones.
/me adds one pile of bones. And
Right.
that's equipment that I can take.
Are you going to roll hit dice, Pubis?
Yeah.
Alright, I'd say after about a couple hours, the storm starts to subside. Somewhat. It's still storming, but not as bad. You guys plan to keep moving. Weston, you'd realize that though you killed those two off, it's bound to only be a certain amount of time until the rest of the force realizes they're missing.
I would wait for the storm to pass a little bit.
Yeah, but
And, like, look-
2 hours later, it kind of the rain. It's still drizzling. It's still super dark outside, but the rain slowed down at the very least.
Then, like, I'm more so waiting for the wind to slow down.
Yeah, the wind slowed down as well. The wind and the rain have kind of surpassed, but it's still super dark.
Then,
the clouds are all everywhere.
Then I'd start packing up the bedroll, wake up Vana,
Huh.
kind of pack up all the cutlery. It's time we keep moving a little bit.
Yeah,
okay.
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 Make some distance. Are you fit? Are you good? Do you need anything?
No,
Um,
I'm okay. Think.
Can I have control over Valen too?
Well, I'm gonna pack up everything, put it in my sack, my bag, and I'll kneel down to put Vana on my back again. Come here, you can rest on my shoulders once again.
You should control now. Okay. Thank you. See, as she kind of like pulls up the little robe that she had to try and protect her head from the rain.
It was nice meeting you. Thank you.
Wait, I would have asked
What do I ask?
Fallon.
I asked him, Valen. I asked him.
Actually, I'll do it while he's walking out for dramatic effect. Valen, what is the name of your leader?
How does he speak to you? Telepathically?
I don't know. How do you talk to a dead?
Not, can you even talk to a dead with anime dead? Let me look. You could command it in some way to try and get it to tell you the name. You should give it a certain way to try and tell you, I think. But I don't think it can talk to you just like with its mouth, just it's still dead. So how do you wish him to
I'll
answer
give
you?
him like a sheet of paper to write it down. Paper and quill.
Okay, you see as... I'll draw it out on the map. You see as he takes it, it is slow shaky. As he does like this. It's really hard to tell, but that's what he writes. Super scribbly.
Because behind the tokens.
Yeah, that's why I stopped drawing. That's why I put it down. Well, that's basically what you see.
All right. Can I insight to see how I would say this properly?
Do
Yeah, I have no clue what that says.
yeah, you realize it's super scribbly. They seem to all be based on letters. Looks like the first name might be a sideways H. And there's probably a K in there. An N and an S. And you just try and sound out the other letters. You just firstly you think it might be some other language, but you don't recognize the language, so then you start trying to use just common just as a human. And you sound it out, and you recognize, you know the name, Peebus.
They like take a
All
step
right.
out.
Now take me to Hawkins.
I stop.
You see, as you stop, suddenly the undead bumps into your back and starts walking out the door. Ah!
I'm gonna turn around. I'm gonna take a step further and turn around. What do you want with Hawkins?
This undead here was raised by him. In fact, a whole army of undead.
No. Oh, Black Scale don't know how to do that. You would never.
Well, the evidence would suggest otherwise.
Look, I don't mean to be one to, well, to be honest, I kind of am one to, judge you for doing all this, but there's no way Hawkins would, right, ta- tarnish the, soil of Orbitus.
So you know Hawkins? Who is he?
Black Scale Hawkins? By God, one of the best pirates I ever met.
And what
Helped
would he
me
be
save many
doing with an
people.
army of undead?
It's a great question. Are you sure you ain't got the name wrong?
I'll show him the paper.
You see the same thing. It's hard to make out, but when you know the name Hawkins, you can see how it would spell out Hawkins. Yeah, like, oh, well, that looks like an A, and that triangle could be an A.
Yeah, I see the H and the INS. Maybe the K?
Would you recognize this mark then? Show him the like necromancy, the jaw thing.
You see a fading kind of energy. It's hard for you to see it because you're not magical, but with your Dremore kind of pulling out the energy. You can kind of see it just looks like a bite mark around its shoulder. It's very faint though for you to see.
I do kind of see it if I squint my eyes. I mean, I'm going there anyway. I'm taking Vanna to see if we can't figure out where her family is.
You're going to see Hawkins now?
Yeah.
You know where he is.
Yeah, I've been in contact with him. I'll make you a deal. All right? I'll take you to him myself. But you have to let these two go. Let their souls rest.
You mean this, the trafficker?
Both of them. If you
What
let them
rest would a
both rest,
trafficker want?
if you let them both go, leave them from your magic. I'll take you to Hawkins myself.
Well, I'm sure that this Valen would like Hawkins.
That's my deal. Do I have, like, proof that I've been in contact with Hawkins?
You have some letters.
I'd like to, like, show him a letter.
I don't know
And
exactly
show
what they'd
him
say on
that,
them, but yeah, you can see
yeah.
where they've been talking.
I would just
and
show
it's
him where
signed.
Hawkins has signed it.
Signed Blattsdale Hawkins.
Here's proof that I know him.
Is there like a picture of him?
There's no picture, but the signature says Blattsdale Hawkins. So at the very least, the name's there. And you definitely have not seen
wanna
him
see
write this
the
down
Hawkins.
suddenly.
If you let them rest, leave from your spell, let their souls return to peace. I'll
Their souls are
take
already
you off.
damned.
I do not believe that.
This one here has already been undead for... How long do you think
You've
he
been
is?
following it for at least 3 weeks. You don't know before that.
This one's been undead for almost a month. This one... Is there like a hell?
There's a
What
thing called the Spires, which is the version of hell. There's several spires where demons and devils reside. You also know in the spirit world, this kind of a thing where souls go, where souls can be kind of just trapped there forever. And you know, necromancy, at least in the belief of Orbitus and the Reins, disconnects them from being able to reincarnate, revive.
So, if I, release them, then it wouldn't do anything? Like, it wouldn't free their soul at all? They're already fucked?
I don't know how much you believe in Orbitus, but I know a lot of your race would believe that if you release the body and a soul and you do, I believe it's called Vivitas, and burn their body, return it to the earth, return it to the dirt, there's always a chance. But you never know. At the very least, they're disconnected to a certain extent regardless because of all this. They'll always be somewhat tainted. But maybe they'll find peace.
Alright, well, the
It's
point
kinda up
that,
to you. It's kinda up to
that
what
he's
you
trying to
think.
make is this person, the bandit person's already, like, fucking go to Giga Hell.
I believe he is going to hell, but I believe his soul should follow him there.
The hell is hell?
They'll be called the Spires, by the way.
Spires.
Yes.
That's really cringe of you, honestly. -1.
Well, it's fine. No one really has used these terms before now. The Spires,
Please.
the Spire.
So you want to redeem these people? After
I don't
they're
want to
damned
redeem
beyond
them. I want to
belief.
send them where their fate needs to be. If they're sent to the spires, then by God, that's where they need to take their soul with them. This one, I'm not sure what their fate was like. I'm not sure what they were like as a person. But I believe that their soul should follow them.
You can tell looking at their body. You see like a symbol of some kind of religion. You know, the clothes are tattered. The Valen is currently in priest wear. It's really hard to tell the priest name, but he does have a holy symbol of some sort.
Can I insight to see what the holy symbol is?
Yeah, do a religion check. The holy symbol is you don't really know. You've seen it. You know you don't know much about it,
I
but
know it's
you know
not
it's
Orbitus.
You know it's one of the churches in Port Crevice, because you're coming from there. And you know it's the church following a god called Lutzverion, and they call him the god of all that's perfect.
Do I know that it's not following like the
Yeah,
like
you, at the very least, you know it falls under the realm of the Reans. Doesn't mean it necessarily doesn't follow the Orbitus, but it falls under kind of the control of the Reans.
yeah. Please. I've shown you proof I know Hawkins. Just let them go.
I'll let the one that you want done with. And release this one.
See that its corpse crumbles to the ground. The corpse is still there, but it stops being animated.
Release the other
Also,
one too.
does gentle repose, does that stop them from becoming a walker?
That can ensure that they stop becoming a walker until that point, and ensure they stop becoming an undead. Also, Weston, you'd realize that the body you dropped in the well will turn into an undead eventually, because it won't be able to walk to return to the Reans, and you didn't burn it to return it to Orbitus.
Yeah, I know. I had a plan for both
Okay,
of them.
just make sure you're aware.
So now you can throw this one in the well too.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Become an undead, just as the same.
I would like for you to release both of them.
I need this one to go to Hawkins.
I'm taking you to Hawkins.
I'll look at Valen. So,
Also, I will say for the situation, don't, if in case any of you are worried, don't worry about what the house will thinks. Since technically
no,
this
yeah, I
is one of
won't.
his-
I don't
yeah.
care. I honestly don't give a
Just
fuck.
making sure none of you guys have that on your mind.
Fucking hate that guy.
Yeah, I don't care either.
Okay.
Does
Okay.
Valen have like a spellbook and all his equipment on him?
Valen does. Well, he's been switched out things. He has kind of this tattered robes. All his clothing is no longer useful. And he doesn't have.
Doesn't he have Benedict's robes?
Well, no, that he was wearing the one who got the fancy robes and stuff was Jeddah, who was in Port Crevice. Valen was dressed up as the priest. So all his clothes are tattered from explosions and fighting, and he carries what looks to be like a book, but's been burned out, and there's no pages in it anymore. It's just kind of like a charred book. Otherwise, he has nothing on him.
He's gonna say, I'm getting to Hawkins either way. And you is the same. You're going to see that he's commanding an army of undead.
Well, I'll speak to Hawkins about that whenever I've figured it out for myself. But please, just let this one go.
I don't really like you guys arguing.
It's okay, Vanna.
I don't think it's good to have. My daddy always said it's not good for undead to exist. It means their souls can't go back to the Reans, the Rean of Galatea, and reincarnate. Does that mean he'll never be able to reincarnate? If he stays like that?
That's so the rings is separate from my beliefs, right?
You guys are kind of opposite. The Reans, let's see this stuff later, but believing in the Reans is like believing that everyone, they do the Walk Padita, they float up to the Reans, which is a proven fact. That's something that people see all the time.
And then they get
But the thing
reincarnated.
is, yeah, and so they get reincarnated in Galatea, the Ring of Reincarnation, and all their gods and people who become heroes live inside Pygmalion, the Ring of the Creators, or the Ring of Creation.
I probably, even though I don't believe it, I probably would know this. Like, I probably would.
No, you have to know. Everyone in the world will know this. This is like a universal thing.
That's right, Vanna. And
Oh, that's
I'm
too
gonna try to
sad.
make sure they do.
You'd be stuck here forever and never be able to see the gods again.
It is quite sad, Vanna. And I'm hoping my friend Hawkins ain't doing nothing like this. Look.
Mister, you should let him go. As you see this
Yggdramour,
young girl over the side of Weston.
I'll show you a counter offer. That way you have some security. I don't like it, but I'll let you, well, I don't want to say let. I'm not one to force you to do nothing. You done helped me, and Vana here. But, since you released this one, how about I take you to Hawkins, and that one over there can take you to Hawkins, and once we find them, you let that one go, too. After we find them, you let them go.
I can do that.
You can do that?
Wait, hold on. I don't need to fucking reiterate what I'm agreeing with. You said take Valen to Hawkins?
After, so basically, you can keep Valen, but after we get to Hawkins, you have to let him go.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, he's gonna do that anyway.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna take this one.
Mhm.
Or I guess first off, I'm gonna set Vana down,
Is she just off?
and I'm gonna say go sit by the tree. Right there. I'm gonna have her like sit
Okay.
on the other side of the tree.
She was confused if you meant him or what tree, so she was kind of
To
standing in
to
the
the
middle
right,
looking
like
around.
right here.
Oh,
Right
you
here.
mean that
I'll
tree?
point right there. Just stand right there for a second. And I'm gonna drag this one and throw it into the well.
Yep, easy enough.
And
There's two bodies in the
I'll
well.
light a match.
Yeah, when you look in the well, you realize there's no water because of this top of this thing.
I'll light a match and I'll throw it in the well.
Do you look in the well or you just throw it in?
I throw it in and I kind of wait for it to kind of gain a little bit. Like I know it's not gonna spread.
As you throw it in without looking, eventually you start seeing a bit of a light coming from the bottom of the well. You hear a bit of a crackle, and you start smelling with your more keen smell, kind of the whiff of burning flesh.
Yeah, the second I know it's gonna burn, then I will leave it.
Yep, as you start seeing a fume of smoke slowly rising from this well, going off into the storm.
And I'll kneel down for Vana.
It's time to go.
It's time to go. Let's go find
Okay.
Hawkins.
All right, you guys go off. You guys traveling together. All right.
I don't
all
have
right.
the homunculus like flying up and
No
perceiving.
worries. You guys travel for an hour, then 2 hours more, and then it's still the storm. You're following this road, and then eventually the storm kind of picks up again. The rain comes back, and then the rain starts pounding, and this dense fog starts to cover the road until you can hardly see the road in front of you. You only have about 10 feet of visibility as you're traveling. You can hardly hear each other. You have to travel like this for about 30 minutes. Do you guys have anything you wish to do? As traveling is becoming very difficult. It's starting to be
I'd
hard to know
probably-
where you're going.
I would definitely look for like a cave or something. Like
It's a perception check.
like
As you guys are traveling, you're looking around for some kind of cover.
or like maybe a like a little spot where the ridge kind of has the wind going over it if you sit close.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, look around. The wind is just in your eyes.
My little bird eyes.
The rain is bouncing off your beak back into your eyes. Your hat, you have to keep on your head. It's very hard to see. Yindamore, you feel pretty good. I mean, you
Yeah,
tell
I'm fucking thriving right now.
yeah, you tell Valen's having a pretty hard time moving. And you see even he's looking around for shelter, almost like he was earlier when he was looking, kind of this sense of still humanness inside of him as he's looking for a shelter.
Can I start walking behind Yggdramour?
Yeah, you sure do. And you, as you get a bit of a cover from it. You see
I don't know how
suddenly,
much cover you get. He has 0 leaves.
there's not leaves, I mean it's cover like from just the wind pounding on you guys.
Oh, okay, yeah.
As you see suddenly, Valen kind of turns off the path and starts walking a little bit veering off a little bit from the main path. You don't know if it's intentional or not. You can't tell if this is him being lost again inside another storm like he has before, or if he's going somewhere intentionally.
Is he lost?
Best not to doubt it and follow.
Either of you do a perception check again. As he suddenly goes off the beaten path and starts walking, starts stumbling through some shrubbery. Once again, it's just so awful. And as you're walking, suddenly this fog starts getting thicker and starts sticking to your skin. As suddenly you don't know where you are anymore. You can tell you're in the forest. There's trees, these red trees, and leaves are blaring around you. But all you can see is the person in front of you. Valen walking, followed by Idramor, and followed by Weston with Vana just kind of whimpering on his back. And this goes on for about another 30 minutes or so, until Valen just suddenly stops in front of you.
Fallen.
He just looks up in front of him.
Don't forget, find Blackscale Hawkins.
As you say that, you hear thunder and a flash of lightning. And as this lightning flashes in front of you, you see a building. This massive building in front of you just lights up in the night.
Was it there before? Just up here?
Well, you couldn't see anything. It was purely... the fog was blocking. You only had 10 feet of visibility.
Okay,
it's only
there's
this
no lightning.
lights it up as lightning's been going
Looks
off.
like we may have found some shelter.
Sorry, there's shelter.
Or a death trap.
As you step forward, do you step forward towards this place? Weston or any of you?
I'd go.
As you step forward, as the lightning strikes again, you see a couple windows shimmer, and in front of this door you see a sign that reads, "The Custard Lane Inn."
Oh, thank Orbitus. I go in.
As you see Weston Gilroy open the door, you realize to go inside, you're going to have to shrink yourself, Intramore. You cannot
I'll
be
do
a
that, yeah.
large tree here. You'd have to probably be about
would
medium size.
shrink.
Alright.
I'll just like slowly compact.
Let me pull you guys in here. Let me actually go back to this place first. Oops. This be easier done this way.
Baby Groot moment.
How awful does Valen look? Like, how undead is he?
You can tell he's pretty damn undead. Because he buried himself. It's pretty rough. Why did the homunculus
Does nothing about it in RP.
Lol. Alright. As you open the door, and the door, you slam behind you, the wind slams it shut. The wind becomes just kind of a distant thing outside with the rain. As you step inside, the Custard Lane Inn. You guys can do as you feel free. Valen doesn't do anything. He seems to be following your command. First thing you see when you step inside, you see this kind of old-looking wooden floor. It's kind of damp constantly, it seems. There's this faint whiff of like mold, just very faint and kind of intense on the nostrils. You see in front of you there's a little waiting area with some couches and a table. You see over here in the side over here you see probably where someone would serve you if you go up and ring a bell. And just to your left you see a man looking at a bookcase, kind of mumbling to himself as he's looking through books. He doesn't seem to pay any.
Quietly.
He doesn't seem to
Uh,
see you at all. Yeah, go ahead.
I want to
Vana,
instantly
go-
drink
go
all the
sit
water
down
on my
one of
body
the
so I'm not
couches right
tripping.
there.
Wait, that's not spoken over each other. Un, you go first.
I'm just gonna say, Vana, go sit down on one of the sofas right there while I find us a room.
Okay. And you, Edamore, what are you up to?
I'm just going to drink all the water on me so it's not dripping anymore.
You see as the water starts just kind of soaking, you start absorbing all the water.
I'm gonna walk up to this guy. Excuse me.
Oh,
Do you happen to work here?
no, I'm residing here. I'm looking for a book. But it's really annoying, let me tell you. I'm looking for all these books. And Just who keeps leaving these diary entries around? Who the heck is Freeland Rigby? I need a book on dreams so I can make a wish for them tonight. Not this junk. As you see, just like kind of tosses a piece of paper onto the ground. Really irritated.
I look at it.
It kind of floats to the ground. You see writing on it. You have to pick
I
it up
hate
to read it, though.
littering, so I pick it up.
You pick it up. You see there's writing on it. You got,
What does it say?
all right. Let me see. What it says is... I shall show it to you. Hold on.
Yggdrasil.
Shows the previous two. Just is here. I should be able to read that, yes? I think.
Yep.
Okay. That is the first note. I'll also, since it's in your inventory, I'll allow you guys to be owners of this. Sorry, observers. So if you go to your journals, you'll be able to see that.
Okay.
Well, that's the first note. I can read it out loud for you as well. I've had to abandon everything. My candy business was doing well in Port Crevice. I'd finally made it. The seaside shells was booming. My edible seashells were super popular. If only I didn't get involved with Fretricus Armala. It's not like I had much of a choice. So I started making drugs to help them compete with the other games. Of course, this made the misery shamans mad. Then once everything went down, I was left to dry on a hook with the bounty hunters after me. Now I found myself at the Custard Lane Inn for the night. I never knew this place existed on the Maple Waltz Road. It just showed up with great timing, just as a nasty storm was coming in. Signed, Freeland Rigby.
Does this ink look fresh?
Like, no, it's definitely dry. It's dried ink.
That's rather strange. Storm just came in here and we just randomly found this place. What's your name, sir?
Ah, me? Oh, yes.
Yeah, what's your name?
What's it to you?
Well, I'm Wes.
Nice to meet you, Wes.
Yeah, I'll
Do
take
you have
the first name.
Do you have a book on drinks? Because I need that for
Book
tonight.
on drinks. I mean, depends. Are you trying to get hammered?
Kinda. Well, tonight when I sleep, I'm gonna be able to make a wish, and my wish, I'm gonna make a trade for a bunch of drinks. The problem is I'm not very educated, so if I have a book, I can say, give me all the drinks in this book.
I mean, I could probably shoot you a few names of drinks.
Few names. Fine. Give me 3 drinks, and I'll give you my name.
I imagine I've been to like so many bars and like been there to discuss plans and over drinks and stuff, or like since I was with Hawkins on like C, you know, surely I'd know names of drinks.
Yeah, come up with some.
But I want to try and give him like the hardest shit possible.
Time to come up with some names here, Mr. N.
Yep. Let's see.
3 drinks, I'll
Alright,
give you my
hold on.
name.
Oh. Let's see. Do you want something strong?
Of course.
Oh, let's see.
This guy knew what he's talking about.
How about, well, you got some Eldervine. Oh, this guy might know some of that.
Eldervine.
Eldervine's pretty good.
Never had that one.
Do you like beer?
Love it.
Oh, you love beer. All right. Well, I had some beer up in what's that place past Port Crevice?
Palmyra? The trash city? Guess they would have some good beer, maybe.
Do I see if there's anyone that like works here?
Yeah, you can go up. You can go up there, and that you see on the thing. You see, I don't know how well you're used to civilization, but you see a bell on this counter.
He literally just walked straight past it.
Okay.
Is this door locked?
No, it is in fact not locked.
See anything cool?
You step inside. You see just a kitchen, pretty empty. See another door though.
This one's locked. Oh, no, it's not.
As you open the door, you see a man on the bed reading a note. He just didn't notice the door open. He's like looking up at the note. He's laying on his back.
We like a room.
Ah! What the hell? What the? Oh, it happened to another one of you. Who were you? Which one were you? Which resident are you?
What?
I told you not to dream. I told you not to make a deal in your dream. What'd you wish for?
Never made a deal with anyone.
Then how'd you turn into this?
Looks behind me.
The tree! You were probably human first. Which of the residents were you?
How dare you?
What do you... He, like... You see his eyes are, like, bloodshot as he just kind of looks down his sides. Okay, whatever. It's your choice anyway. You want a new room?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna say yes, please. Oh my god, that'd have been so out of character.
Okay, just step back. Let's go to the front. We'll do the same thing we did in the first time. Go across the you can go through the door. Weston Gilroy, as he's as you see a man come out, you can finish your conversation if you're ready.
Well, you got some Ember Gin. I had that up in Ballman or something like that. It's over by Port Crevice, maybe to the east.
Ember Jim or
Or,
Ember Gin?
Ember Gin. It's I had it up in Ballman,
Hmm.
to the west of Port Crevice. Pretty good stuff. It really puts you on your rear. And then on top of that, I'd say the last one that you should try. It's a bit of a seltzer. It's called Glimmerberry Bubbly. It's quite the long name, but that one just tastes real good, you know?
I like that.
I'll kind of slap him on the shoulder, like a friendly slap on the shoulder.
All right. Now, deal's the deal. Name's Lord Harris.
Lord Harris, nice to
Lord of
meet
the
ya.
Seven Seas.
Dang.
Yeah.
You work for anyone or you work alone?
Nah, I'm the Lord.
You're the
Entire
Lord.
ocean's my servant.
So who works for you? Just the the sea, the seven seas?
Anyone who falls under the Lord of the Seven Seas. Anyway, I
Who's
appreciate your
that?
help, but he stretches. Suddenly he stops and scratches his head. I was trying to find a book full of dreams. I can find that. As he goes back to looking at the bookcases.
I wish you luck.
You see, Idrimore has managed to come out with a man behind the counter. As you see him here, I had to use the restroom though. So give me one moment.
Hello, Yigramore. You managed to find someone.
Pookie Bear.
Pookie Bear.
I just want to say, I think it's very funny that your character chooses to pronounce it with the R's enunciated, even though you don't have lips.
I just can't do it. I don't know how to do my R's while doing this accent. I've never been good at rolling my R's while speaking. I can do
Yeah,
it
I
while I'm
feel
not
like-
speaking.
Whenever you try to explain to somebody how to roll their R's, it's like it does not make any sense at all.
Yeah.
If someone can't
Like-
do it, they will never learn how to do it. It's like against nature laws.
Like I can kind of do it, but I can't do it while like speaking words.
By the way, you only need to get one room. I'm just gonna sleep outside.
Okay.
Hello. he
You're
looks
a
around.
treat.
You see, in front of you is a pretty well-dressed man. He's wearing his blue suit. His hair looks pretty nice. He looks like someone who should probably belong in the city. A very good-looking younger man who. It's actually really surprising to find him out here in a random inn somewhere. But as he steps out, you see his eyes like really red. He's like real droopy. looking like he's real tired. As you see, like he looks over to you, and in his hand he's holding this piece of paper. He's like, "Oh, hell, I forgot to put this up because you got me. Here, just sit this down." As he sets a piece of paper down on the desk, it's very similar to the type you just picked up, Weston.
I suppose this guy's with me. I have a question for you.
Yeah, what can I do for you? What can I do
Is
for
there is there a fridge in Rigby here?
You see his eyes kind of tense up. Why are you looking for him?
Well, just seems like he had a bit of a similar situation. Thought it was a little coincidental, you know?
You
Not
know him?
after him or nothing.
Not after him, huh? You know him?
Me? I don't know him. I saw a bit of a piece of paper. Seems like he's writing himself.
Suddenly,
And,
suddenly you hear, this man tenses up as he puts a finger to his mouth. How many rooms do you want?
just one will be fine.
Looking awkwardly at me.
There's no money required. Though if you have any drugs, I'd take those. If you're willing to give them over. Ideally,
Is it
ones help
for
keep you awake.
to keep us awake?
No, I'd want them. If you have any.
I'm afraid I don't.
I see.
Is
The room will
is
be
it for
free.
someone else?
I know it's for me. The warning is you should be careful when you sleep. I've been restless recently as I keep being visited by a demon in the night. A dream demon. He has this awful grin. He is always wanting.
about that.
He's always wanting to make a deal, and I've heard he eats dreams. I suggest you be wary. Sound like sleeping. I sincerely suggest you be wary. Well, it looks like your friend over here, if your friends, has already made a deal with him.
So
I'm
over
gonna
my
go up
shoulder.
real close to him. I'm gonna whisper, "Is there something else about that? About that unspoken?" And I'm gonna put my finger to my mouth the same as he did.
You see, as you do that, he looks at you. You see his eyes kind of, as looking at this, he looks down. His eyes kind of zone out, as if he's almost like if he was disassociating for a moment. Then it refocuses, and he like kind of looks behind you, at Vana, and whenever he sees Vana, his face turns kind of frantic almost, as he leans in very quickly. You should leave.
I'll take one room.
Sure. As he like zones back out, you can have one of the rooms, the first one on the right. Sorry, that one's taken. I actually think. Sorry, second one on the left, on the first floor.
That works
then,
for me.
As he says that, suddenly here, oh, sounds like small footsteps coming out from just running very quickly under the counter there. If you need any assistance, I'll be here. Thank you for coming to Custard Lane Inn.
I want to like bend over the counter and look behind it.
When you look under the counter, you see what looks like you see what looks kind of like a runway. By that I mean like a small shelf, and you see a small pipe entrance near the wall, but you don't see anything down there.
I'm gonna look towards Vana and say, "Vana, come here. I got us a room."
Didn't you have money on you?
I have some silver.
I do from like character creation, but I don't want it.
I have 15.
We'll say you have it on you. We'll say it just came from the dead bodies you got recently. It's just kind of stuck on you. Not that you actually care about it.
What the heck? I searched those.
I'll let you take
I'm
it.
talking about Valen. Unless you want it. But yeah, nothing important.
Oh.
I'm also talking about stuff in the past as well. But suddenly those tiny footsteps you hear again. Then you hear. And then as you hear the
Covered
laughing,
in-
as the laughing, the footsteps, as you bend over, you don't see anything, but you feel something moving on your body, Idramore, and you, Weston, realize as you look, you see all your coins jump out of your pocket. As they fly, all your coins jump up, and they fly into this wall over here. As they all smash into the wall, they all fly into this wall and there's light. And Harris over here, Lord Harris, does not seem to notice at all. You see, Vana is just staring at the wall, really confused.
So first off, I'm gonna say, Vana, actually sit tight. I'm gonna come back over here, and I wanna attempt to open the front door.
Sure, you open the door. You see outside.
Is it still like raining and storming?
Raining and storming. And that's like where you just came from.
I'm gonna go up and pick up my coins.
As you get to the coin, please make a sleight of hand check. How many coins do you have in total?
15.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
You manage, as you get over there, you're like, oh, they're stuck to the wall pretty easily. You're going to grab them. But suddenly as you start grabbing, you see the coins start going in the slits of the wall, going into the next room over, you imagine, going through the wall. As they go into the crats, into the next room. But you managed to grab...
15?
Not all of them jumped out of the pocket. You managed to grab half of them. You have 7. But half of them go into the next room, you assume.
I'm not even gonna bother.
Come
Come on, Mom.
Before you move over, I'll move you back over here. As you say, I'm not even gonna bother. You suddenly that laughing.
Do you want more?
As you hear that, it doesn't respond with a yes or no. Instead, all that happens is suddenly everything goes dark. If I can ever, for the love of God. As magically everything goes dark. As soon as you say, do you want more, you hear, ah, help! Sir Knight, help! As you hear Vana
I'm gonna
screams.
instantly prepare my shillelagh.
Vana, I'm not gone. Stay put. Don't move.
No! Something's stuck! Ah! As you hear her voice getting farther and farther away. And you're
I would, as soon as I hear that, I would sprint towards where her voice is.
you start
Instantly.
sprinting. And as you
I
sprint,
assume it'd be like,
you hear it. And then you jump out of the darkness and you hear it on the other side of the counter. And then you start hearing the noise as it goes towards the wall. And then you start hearing the noise of ching, as if something's like being pushed through a pipe. Help! Help! As the voices get more faint.
Can
As
I
you
like
hear
jump over and try and grab her?
You jump over, but when you jump over, you don't. Yeah, the last thing you see is a small shoe going through a pipe. She'd already been taken through very quickly. And this pipe is not the size of like her able to go through. This is like a maybe a big rat could go through here.
I'm
So you
gonna
don't
stare.
Really understand.
I'm gonna stare at this guy.
I want
and
to
look
pick
at
him
him
up.
dead in the eyes. I'm gonna look at him dead in the eyes and say, "Where does this lead?"
He kind of
And I wanna-
blinks. He kind of blinks.
I want to see if his eyes change anything.
He kind of blinks. Oh, do you need assistance? Oh, I never gave you my name. I'm Eugene Mills. I'm the owner of the Custard Lane Inn.
No,
is there
you're
something wrong with the
not.
pipes?
I know what this place is. I knew there was something up with it.
You look down and you see a piece of paper in front of him, the one he set down earlier, as he kind of looks down at it too.
I'm gonna look at it.
As you look at it, the first one you grabbed had the number 1 on it. This one has the number 9. And it says, "Am I still a good person?" That's all that's written on it. And it's signed Freeland Rigby. Number 9, "Am I still a good person?" Freeland Rigby.
Igdramore.
I'm gonna grab him. I'll fucking lift him up off the ground.
This place isn't right.
What
What are you doing?
to the dog?
Sorry. Dog. His eyes kind of blinked in. Sorry, I think there's a misunderstanding. didn't do anything. I just work here. He just
I'm
real
opening
nervous.
the door.
Sure, you open the door. You see a kitchen. You step inside.
I'm gonna look for notes.
I want to follow along while fucking carrying Eugene.
Sure, you're carrying him. Ah. As you get to that door, you open it. You see a bed and you see a table with more notes. But these ones don't seem to necessarily be written in the same handwriting. It seems to be in a different handwriting. As you see notes that say something awfully wrong has happened here at the inn. I have memories of being someone else. Was I always the owner of the Custard Lane Inn? What is that? Then there you see another piece of paper. Things have started going south ever since that dream creatures came around. People keep having dreams and making deals. They're changing.
I'm gonna go and open this box if I can.
Sure, you open it, you just see some clothing. In there, you see clothing, you also see rapier. And you
Like
see
I'm pulling
medallion.
everything out. It's like
Yep.
going onto the bed. I'm
Yeah, you
going
don't.
through
There's
everything.
no notes. It's just clothing. You see a rapier, and you see what looks to be a badge.
What does the badge look like?
It looks almost like a sheriff badge or something, like some sort of official, maybe some kind of like law enforcement official from somewhere.
I'm gonna check under the bed.
You look under there, you don't see anything. However, you do see a pipe sticking out from the corner of the room, like just a pipe that goes to nowhere. You can't see it in it's dark.
Okay. I'm gonna
But
note that.
you start noticing there's a bunch of pipes just going around.
Where in the wall
dude,
did
let me go.
they
Over
put
here. The money went
his
here?
dog?
Oh, here. Yeah, under the desk there's a pipe. And the money went over here.
I suggest you don't make that dream, sir. That wish.
Are these stairs?
Yeah, those stairs, those go up. I'm the lord of the seven seas. I do what I want. I own the entire world of the oceans.
I want to command Valen to.
I'm
take
gonna
care of this
attempt
guy.
to start opening doors.
This first door you go to is in fact locked. The one your money went through, it's locked. As you shimmer on it, you hear
Yeah,
a voice. You hear a voice that goes away. Go away.
Open this door.
Go away.
If I figure out that a girl was brought through there through a tiny little hole, she's in there, I'm coming in.
I want nothing
I'll
to do
check
with
the
you.
other rooms first.
Don't come in here. As you open this door, what you see looks like just a normal everyday man. But as you open the door, you hear, he's throwing punches in there, and you watch as his body gets knocked back. It looks like he's fighting an invisible foe. As you watch him throw a couple more punches, you see something hit him in the face. His nose starts bleeding. You see one of his hands crack. A few more moments later, you see punches something that goes on his ground and starts punching at the ground, smashing his fist into the more or less the floorboards. And 2 seconds later, he stands up and just cheers with his hand in the air. Oh, I'm the champion! I've done it! I've won!
What's this lead you back here?
And you
window?
realize, yeah, as you look back there, you realize this man thinks he just won some kind of tournament. But you do see a window. The curtains are currently pulled down.
Yeah, I realize he's crazy. Okay.
I want to command Valen to lock down the entrance in case anyone tries to escape.
Sure. He just kind of stands by the
Look
door.
in here.
As you go in here, what you witness is it looks to be a goblin. He's sitting on the bed with papers. You look at the walls. All around the walls, there's just things written everywhere. There's like 100 different papers on the ground. I need the answers. What is the answer? I need answers. What's the answer? Ah! Knowledge is
wouldn't
madness.
stay to,
Knowledge
listen
is
to him.
madness. As you open the door,
I'm gonna go and open every door that I can.
the first door. Do you go on? So you open those doors. Do you go on either of these?
I don't go in, but I'm peeking in.
As you peek in the one here in the south, you see a woman who is just staring out the window right now. She seems normal, maybe. She's not doing anything weird. You open that door. Instantly, you see a sleeping owlbear turn its head and look towards you. It stands up. Takes a step towards you.
Shut the door.
Suddenly you're brr, 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 as this thing starts beating on the door. You realize the door's holding it, but door probably won't stay closed for very long.
Okay, I'm going to flipping cast a spell on it. Where's the button?
The door will probably hold for a
Open this
while,
door.
but eventually. Sure, you
How
open this
wild
room.
is
There's
The one that
nothing
we
in
were
there.
meant to
In
get, and
minutes
it's empty.
specifically, maybe.
Sorry, what? Yadramor?
How long will that door hold? Mayhaps maybe
I don't
maybe
know.
10 minutes.
Maybe-
Enough to play a ritual.
No, maybe a few minutes. You don't know. It's hard to tell. It might
Okay,
stop
I'm just gonna
attaching it. Who
cast
knows?
this.
Do you not
Sir,
plan on
I'm
checking
back.
the other room?
I'm gonna cast that on the
What
door.
does that do? Boundary, you can ward a doorway, window, there's a portal. From entry, for the duration, an invisible eldritch creature stomps the warded portal. Any creature that attempts to pass through the portal must make a wisdom saving throw and take 46 for that damage. So basically, if it comes through this door, it's
That's
going to take that
pretty
much
cool.
damage. That's really cool. And how long
He's
does it
gonna
last?
like
It lasts forever?
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
10 minutes, okay.
He's gonna like get like some branches, like a little twig off his head. Just like sprinkle it in front of the door, and it's gonna like start growing into like a gate around the place.
Epic. Alright. You come back to the door. Go away. There's no way you checked all the other places that fast.
Everything
want you.
downstairs. I'm coming in.
Don't! I don't want you in here.
Give me a reason.
My privacy!
Okay, and I just lost a kid. Your privacy ain't mean shit.
Just because you lost your child doesn't mean you have the right to burst
I'm
in my
gonna
door.
pick the lock.
Sure. Make a check with that. Unfortunately, as you put the lock, you hear him say, "You better stop that!" And as you can tell, someone inside stands up.
Don't you still have the guy with you?
Yeah.
You. Whatever your name is, give me a key to this door.
Oh, you still carrying this guy, Eugene Mills with
Yeah.
you?
I was carrying him around the whole place.
I don't have the. I can't do that. That's against Custard leaning
Give
policy.
me the key. I'm gonna try and intimidate him.
Sure. An intimidation check.
It wasn't a question.
He kind of looks at you. He blinks again. If you need assistance, I can help you. But
I'm about
at the
to
Custard
use
Inn-
you as a battering ram to get through this door. So you best quit.
As he kind of looks. He blinks again. Like he sees his face kind of like gets nervous, and then he's about to say something, then he blinks again. Welcome to the Custard Lane Inn. How may I help you?
So you're gonna test me. That's what you're gonna do. I saw that. You looked at me and you thought about what you were gonna say, and you're gonna test me. That's what. I'm
Sir,
gonna
I-
give you one final
don't mean to be
chance.
offensive.
You're gonna test me right now, and you saw what just went up that tube behind your desk. You're gonna test me. Go ahead. Go ahead. Say it. Say you want to help me with your customer service. Go ahead. I dare you.
I can tell you don't want help, mister. I can go back to my desk if you'd allow.
I want to throw him through the door.
All right. You tested me.
Please make an attack roll. Yadramor.
Yes, I think I will. Do I get my shillelagh bonus?
Sure.
I don't even think it matters, does it?
I don't know if it matters.
I'm letting out all my
Let's just
fucking
fucking
inner
roll up.
southernness right now.
Flash Mage just attacks with a whip because I can't figure anything else out.
You throw him. His body smashes into the door.
I told you.
He
What
starts
did I
spitting out
say?
blood.
Now, are you gonna give me a key, or do we need to go through this door?
With the hit, you see his eyes kind of like refocus again. I don't have keys.
Well, why didn't you say that?
I'm not an innkeeper. I'm a marshal. As his eyes refocus again. If there's some assistance I can help you with in the Custard Lane Inn, violence isn't necessary.
All right. Well, at least we figured something out. Yggdrasil, this guy's fucking loony. All right, get him out the way.
Pick him up and take him over here again.
What do you put him to? Are you
Now,
hold him, or are you put him
whoever's
somewhere?
in here, are you loony, or are you real? All right, because I'm starting to figure out that a bunch of people in here are a little cuckoo.
Leave.
I'm not gonna leave.
You don't have the right room. Go to the bathroom or something.
Look, come creak open this door so that way I can see you ain't loony, and I'll leave.
No. It's my privacy. You're breaking law.
Well, I'm not really a law-abiding citizen.
I'll defend myself if you come in here.
I'm not wanting to come in. I just want to see what's in there.
I don't want to let you.
I don't give a rat's ass about you in there. I just want to see where this child went.
Your child you lost. If you lost your child, get over it. They're already dead or something. You said you lost your kid. Don't take out your anger on me.
I'm going to attempt to pick the lock again.
Go for it.
Oh my
Once
God.
again,
Sweet.
this lock is just real sturdy.
God
You do-
damn it.
You do give it enough time, but it's just not easy.
I'm sick of this shit. I'm about to just shoot the fucking door handle off. Like
Okay.
where they like put the gun in between where like the door like I don't know if you've ever seen that. Have you ever seen like someone put like a rifle or a shotgun or something to the door and they like blow the hinges off?
Mhm.
I want to do
Yeah,
that.
you can do it easily. Just make a shot.
I'll do it with my rifle.
Okay. As you see the lock blow off this door.
I'll kick it open with my foot.
Sure, go ahead. As you kick it open, you realize it's just completely dark in here. Everything besides this, what you notice is you just see a person, this dark room just filled with dust and cobwebs, and on this chair sits this, not even looking at you, just a gray-skinned individual with long hair. They have these pointed ears coming out from the side of their hair, this real long pointed ears. He's just kind of staring into the candle flames in front of him. Go away! Don't come in here! And you see these several daggers on the ground just stuck around him. And a piece
Kana?
of paper in front of him.
Are you in there?
Leave! It's really dark. You can
See?
see nothing besides where the light is. Unless you go in.
I'll shut the door for now. For what's left of it.
In this guy's room, is this a window or a door up there?
There's a window up top.
Next floor. Come on, mister. Pick him up. I was saying come on, mister, to the guy, but I was saying you pick up the guy. That way
I
he can
don't
come in. Yeah.
He's going to try and get out of your grasp.
I'm gonna fucking misfortune at him.
Okay, that's fine. So he's going to make a dexterity check to try and get out. You can do your grapple check. He's probably not moving.
This one. Alright, I might.
I need to serve the customers.
You don't need to serve shit. I'm going upstairs.
As he starts shaking, I'm gonna like slam him back into the wall.
When you slam him back into the wall, that's enough to knock him out, man. So another
okay.
slam. He does not sound. Are you carrying him with you? Or are you leaving him here?
We're going up.
Okay. He's now unconscious, though. Sure.
Take your step lightly. Make sure you don't break the steps.
Let's see. Activate.
He's not huge anymore. He's normal sized.
Let's see. We'll preload this.
Looks like a
Weston's pissed.
normal man.
All right. Let me move you guys up.
Weston is pissed off. He's mad.
Yes, off.
Yadrimil. And where's this one guy at? Emails. Okay. You guys jump to the top. You walk up these creaking stairs. You step up these stairs. The first thing you see is a piece of paper on the ground in front of you.
I'm still loading.
You guys
Can
learn.
I pick it up?
You should be able to, as long as you have the bookmark thing where you can see journal notes on the map, you should be able to read it just from the map. If you see it on the map there.
I can't. I can only see note 1.
Maybe I need to.
Totally black now.
You have to make sure you give us permission.
Yeah, one second. I don't know. Computer folder.
What the hell?
Alright, you should be able to see them on the ground now. Yes.
I see every note.
Well, you don't read them from the thing. Just put them on the ground. You should be able to clear on the
I
map.
can't.
Okay, then we need to do is you need to go to on the left side, you know, to journal notes,
Oh, I see it now. Yeah, yeah.
and yeah, turn them on. You can turn on if you hit the toggle notes
that's
display.
cool.
You should be able to see stuff on the ground.
Gotcha.
Of course, don't read them unless you're like right beside them, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I
But yes.
telekinetically read the.
You
Like
guys
they're
are
all
free
across the
to put these up and read them. The second one says, you see with the number 2, the storm has only gotten worse. I've been stuck here for 3 days. I'm growing anxious. The authorities will find me. They're all corrupt. If I get taken to the courts in Port Crevice, the Gaines won't let me get away. I'm basically a dead man. I hope this storm dies down.
I'm gonna take this note with me as well.
Yeah. At least it gives me time to think about things. I was planning on finding a girl to marry soon. If only I had enough money. If only I had enough money, I could get rid of all this. After all, as they say, money is supreme. Reginald Rigby.
Always him, huh? Ain't this kind of weird?
As you look over to the side, you see a large group of people saying, "Yeah, yeah!" as they're bobbing for apples over here. Hey, you guys! You want to come bob for an apple?
No. I'm gonna keep walking.
Cannibalism.
You open this door. It's pitch black inside.
Hello?
Just dragging him across the floor now, by the way.
We're saving this room for last. I don't like it.
As you open this one, you see it looks pretty much empty. Make me a perception check, though.
Huh?
It's pretty much empty. On your rage to look for things, you're just kind of, no one's in here. No loons.
Hannah, are you round? Another note.
Oh,
As you find this note,
hey.
this one says
Come here.
3.
Come here, Yig Jamor.
Last
I'm
night,
reading it, but
I had a dream. There was this dark-skinned demon. No, he said he wasn't one. A creature. He said he could tell I was stressed and offered to eat my bad memories. It's a dream, so I figured I'd play along, but I'm still cautious. So I only offered him to eat my dreams, or, well, my deep fear of spiders I've always had. I'll go find a spider later to see if it worked. Bridget Rigby.
Open this door.
As soon as you open the door, you hear classical music's blaring. You see instruments floating around playing music as you see 5 almost identical looking women in black widow-like dresses dancing around on the circular sphere. And they're dancing. You see a note across the room as well. They're dancing and turning.
I'm not gonna go in there yet. I'm gonna open this door.
You in this door. Let me see what this one is. You see a woman. A woman sits on the bed. She looks up at you when you open the door. Her eyes are red. She leans over as you open the door. As she snorts a line of powder in front of her. She kind of wipes her eye. Her left hand that she wipes with is extremely bloody and it's wrapped in sheets. What do you want?
What do you know about this place?
I'm convinced I'm in the spires or something.
You ain't in no spires. Tell you that.
If this isn't the spires, I can't imagine it would be much worse.
Some folk named Rigby's out here to get us.
It's not Rigby. I remember him. He's a victim just like the rest. You see as she her eyes kind of drop, as you see she kind of sleeps for a moment. As soon as she snores, she wakes up. pulls out a knife and cuts off her pinky finger on her left hand. Ah! And wraps it up.
That wasn't too smart.
I'm doing it so I don't fall asleep. I'm gonna wait for 5 days.
Ooh, pinky finger. Don't mind me. Hey. Can I
I'll
have
wait for
that?
5 My finger. Sure. Do you have any
Put 'em
way
on
to
a
help me stay
pouch.
awake?
I'm just gonna like give her some fucking boss on my shoulder.
What's this trying to do?
Don't worry about
I'll
it.
toss her a
I s-
piece of jerky.
I suggest you don't go to sleep here. Else you'll turn out like the rest of everyone. Or if you sleep, don't make a deal.
Trust me, I ain't able to sleep right now.
You may not have a
keep
chance
going.
to stop yourself. As you go, you find another note. This one says, note sits. I'm starting to become unable to figure out a solution. I don't want to live on the run. Maybe I should ask for something bigger. Maybe that Dreamwalker, as he calls himself, can grant wishes as well. I'll ask him tonight. A wish could change a lot for me. Bregin Rigby. As you open this door, you see what seems to be a council of rats. They're all standing around this candle. You see one on the bed has a cape, and he's reading what looks to be one of the diary entries. As they're not,
Can I hear him?
they're not talking out loud. You see her.
I'm gonna go this way, and I'm gonna kind of peek over. I'm not gonna.
He
Like,
hides it. As
take
soon as you
from
try,
him, but I'm
as soon as you
gonna
get over
look
here near him, he hides the paper.
All right, I'm gonna go to take it.
Okay, make a sleight of hand check. And this thing is going to make a.
I'm so sick of this, Jamor.
He's going to make a dex check. Phew, sorry.
Holy
As-
shit, he wants to a rat.
He slides and goes under the bed.
I shoot him.
Too bad. He slid under the bed. As you hear a voice come from the bed.
Cheese for the paper. Cheese for the paper.
How about some dried fruit?
Nope, get us the cheese from the kitchen.
You have cheese, Jamor?
Oh.
Cheese in the kitchen.
Fine. Fine. Well, let's open this door first.
When you open this door. Let's see.
Actually,
That's what you get. Opening random doors the entire time. With that, you see. You see a man with horns and kind of in this long robe that goes over him and this piece of vision that covers his eyes. He's looking towards the wall right now where you see this beautiful flying sword. He keeps pointing at the wall and it stabs around this figure. This figure is a bloody man. He seems conscious, but he's like barely awake. He's being held up by a giant polearm. It's not stabbed through him, but it's stabbed into his clothing, keeping him held up. As you see, the man on the bed is holding a name tag. As he flips it around, you see the name Lim on it, and you quickly see things that say like, mercenary for hire, and it says 9 out of 16. I wonder what you should be. I wonder what. I wonder what you should be remembered by, Lim. As the door opens, he kind of turns towards you.
so are you crazy too?
Oh. Hello, little ones. Lost, are we? And that's where the
Definitely,
session's going to end.
Oh my god.
What? What?
Yes. Maybe
What?
It shall be pit dump with the rest of the group next week.
That's rough.
What? Dude, I swear to God, I will find this girl. I cannot have the first person I like in character, like RP, actually like attempt to save get fucking lost. There's no way.
Taco.
When you start going through all the doors, I'm like, here we go.
But I thought it'd be so funny if the first thing I said to Jackal Eyes of all people is, "So are you crazy too?"
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he answered. He just totally ignored you.
other.
Oh yeah.
All right, next door I open, I'm gonna shoot the guy in it.
No, no, I don't
really-
want to wait.
I
I thought
No.
it was really funny when you open that door and Peeves and you're like,
Wrong
Um,
room, wrong room. See you later.
No.
actually seen you're like enemy number
Come
one.
on, let me go get the cheese at least. Let me go read the note, please.
Negative. Negative.
God damn it. Fucking crack house, bro.
That's the things for next week.
So you said we're gonna join the party next week?
The party will join you next week.
Oh fuck.
They're gonna fucking walk into the place, and Val's just gonna be right there, and they're gonna go,
They're like, wait a second. But yeah, there's a lot of this place you guys are currently just rushing through everything to try and figure this out, which is funny.
Can you move Eugene over to me too?
I'm not I'm not trying to rush over things, but like I feel like
Also,
it's
yeah.
just like my character would just fucking go through it.
Oh yeah, what's
My
going to happen
character's
when you open these
pissed.
things and just see craziness and nothing like comes from it? And that's when your characters don't slow down probably and be like, wait a second. You know, I just
Yeah.
think about it.
After
yeah,
the
we do-
first one, we were like, okay, I think we get the idea. We get the idea.
I
You
mean,
get the
like in character, I'm like, okay, I need to actually like pay attention to the notes and figure things out. But like in character, like my character is just so mad, he's just going through and checking all the rooms and
Yeah, you've seen everything, not even in like involving yourself. You didn't even go in some of the rooms downstairs, which is funny. You just open the door and like, oh, I don't see anything right away. All right.
I was thinking about doing the protect threshold on the opening door, so when the rest of the party walks in, they all just fucking instantly die.
That'd be really funny if they walk in and just start taking damage. They'd be like, what the fuck?
Walk in.
But man, I like my character. I'm very pleased.
Yeah, very fun.
If I
Good games.
die, Fond, I'm having his evil brother who is also put in stasis, but instead of being like a failsafe, he was like put there as in like he's imprisoned.
He's a clone.
Mhm.
Nah, maybe that's like a backstory character. But I was thinking about it at the start. I'm like, dang, what if there's like an evil person that was like put in stasis that got freed as well?
Interesting. Interesting. Yes, yes,
Forever
yes.
crying because my homunculus is a fucking robot. Forever.
No,
now.
no, we'll fix
Canon.
that. It's just right now. I didn't know what this was saying.
Fucking jackal eyes, bro.
That was so funny when you're like going through all these doors and the last one you open is like, all right,
Open
we'll
the
get this
door.
last one.
Who's this guy? Oh. Oh.
I like how you didn't see it at first until your character moved over and you're like,
Hey, who are you looking at?
yeah, just you're like, I don't know what's seen here. Yeah, interesting.
I also liked how it feels so good having my crit at 18.
That's crazy. It's nuts.
Those two guys that we fought, like, even though Peebus got fucked up,
You got fucked up too, to
man,
be fair.
It was because my Discord crashed, not any other reason.
Man, I got
Don't worry about
crit
it.
once. Like, I only got hit once. It was a crit.
Yeah.
You fucking rolled a 30 on one person.
Yep.
How do you even get a fucking mod that high?
So +5 and then proficiency, and then I have archery.
Oh my goodness. Archery works? What the fuck?
Yeah, it's a ranged weapon.
Oh my goodness.
Hmm.
Did you get that from a feat?
Yeah, I took fighting initiate,
Oh my goodness.
so I have two
Literally
fighting
fucking
styles.
insane. Not in a good way.
My character's pretty crazy.
All right. Did any of you guys have any questions or need notes or anything of the sort? Otherwise, yeah, that is the end of our session. I do appreciate you. for
There's a
playing, folks.
name you said way earlier.
Do you know there was? You talking about Rihdar Ultric that I typed in the in chat?
It was. I
Oh.
think there's a name before that you said that I didn't catch.
Or was it related to who's saying it?
Maybe it was the ear lady. I forget her name.
Oh, the ear lady. She her name's Sakuta. But you didn't.
Yeah,
get
but
that,
maybe
I guess.
I think she said a name or something.
I don't think she said name. I think all she mentioned was that her raven had killed a bunch of people earlier. you'd found.
It doesn't matter. If I can't remember the
Yeah.
smallest detail, then I'm not meant to remember.
Yeah, is that the only other name I think was really given was the Willows, Renindale, Ultric. I think that was it. I can't think of anything else. There's been a bunch of names, of course, here in this place.
Yeah. Man, oh man.
Very nice, very nice. I'm going to be ending my stream now. Goodbye, stream.
Bye, stream.